Hey, boy.
What's up?
What's up, man? You know, your thing is like backwards now, which I think is funny.
Wait, it is for real?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Now it's like backwards for me.
I'll be right back.
What's up, Falcon? Can you hear me? I can't hear you. You 5 screen. Okay. What's up, guys?
Hola, señor.
Waiting on Ruby.
I don't understand what you're talking about. I'm right here.
Oh, you're right. The less cool Robert.
I've heard tell of this fella.
Okay, cool. All right. Kurt, you know how Curtis wrote his thing backwards?
Right.
It's now backwards for me. So he's going back to write it regular words.
But if you say it backwards, he gets banished.
Kebert Zella.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I mean, it wasn't that bad. He just got sent back to Canada.
Easy trek back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna take Robbie.
Curtis is backwards.
I heard you guys talking. I figured one of y'all would say that.
No, you're good. I was just messing with you.
I should only pick words like poop and race car, so they always read the same way.
A palindrome?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to. What? Alright, go ahead, real quick. There might be a little noise from this end for a minute. Just mute me if it gets bad.
You're good, man.
Dude, I have 2 kids. There's always noise on my end.
Hold on. I'll be right back while we wait for Robbie, okay?
Alright.
I'm gonna take this off the chain.
Give me 1 minute.
Yes.
All right. All right, Dylan.
Yeah.
Don't look at the screen right now.
Okay.
All right. Guys, this is what Dylan is going to have to say. Okay? You see it?
Yeah.
All right, Dylan.
Alright.
Say these words and it's a phrase. You have to figure out what phrase it is.
Stardiff rum tub pot.
It's a phrase. It's a pop culture phrase.
Start of Rum Tub Pot Hunt. Start of Rum Tub Pot Hunt.
Keep saying it until you get it.
Start of Rum Tub Pot. Start of Rum Tub Pot Hunt. Something bottom.
Oh, you're so close.
If Rum Tub Bottom.
AUD.
Rum Tub Bottom.
What's up, man? Oh, I
Start Rum
can't.
Tub Bottom.
Oh, you said it!
And
Did you give up?
That's the worst part. Started from the bottom.
It's a fun game.
Yup.
What's up, Robbie?
Too bad we're still at them.
Spell eyeball. Oh, Robbie, I can't hear you.
I can.
Wait, really?
It's okay. Curtis is still backwards. We'll figure it out.
Right, I'm gonna refresh my screen. Okay, I'm gonna refresh real quick.
All right, now let's say weird things about him. Not mean, just weird.
I'll say mean things about him.
Oh, I can hear you now.
All right. I think we're set.
All right, but you're all blank again. Oh well, that's all good. All right. All right, you guys remember what happened in the last session?
Yeah,
Yeah, buddy.
the cleric didn't have any healing
Killed
spells.
it at Old Red Dragon, right?
Yeah, dope red dragon.
We're level 7, right?
Not quite.
69?
That's way too high. But
Or is it not high enough?
all right, so you guys go. You guys show up to town because you heard there was a sickness going on in there.
The Rona.
And yes, the Rona. And then you guys found out by going into the woods that there was a plant from not the material plane that was just trying to feed, and it unsuspectingly started infecting the townsfolk, and unknowingly started killing them. They were just trying to survive. And you guys helped out the plant by eating its fruit and agreeing to become hosts for it. Everyone except for Raspberry Pi here, because he's a Warforged. He has no dreams.
I have a quick
Hey,
question.
he has all kinds of dreams. He wants to be something when he grows up.
I just want to make sure everybody knows what a Raspberry Pi is, to make sure everybody gets the joke.
Yeah.
I know Robbie
I've never heard of it. What is it?
I know you know, Robbie. I'm sure everybody else do.
Yeah, it's like a processing system, right? I don't know if it's the right word. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I figured we were all hip enough, but I wanted to make sure.
All right. So you guys ate it, and it was good, and you guys came back, and the guy that was the priest for Satan was trying to take all the credit for it. You guys tried to kind of put him down. You were semi-successful with it, and then you guys decided to go back and sleep at the inn.
I mean, we could still go back and put him down a little more permanently if you guys want to.
I love how, as you said that, you just came back on screen for me.
Oh, nice. You're back. You can see me now?
Yeah, and I see Vinny's universe equals early 2000s Nickelodeon universe. You've got so many whiteboards.
Oh, yeah. I spent a little bit of time this morning really just kind of like going through and lore building because, I was thinking about it and, it really just seems like we're in the early 2000s Nickelodeon universe. Because I'll explain it. So if you take a look here, we've got plants. We ate them. We had a brain blast. Well, who Brain Blast? That's Jimmy Neutron has Brain Blast. So we are Jimmy Neutron, except for Robo Boy, but yeah, he doesn't matter.
So I is
he's also
Goddard,
Lord.
obviously.
What's that?
I is obviously Jimmy's robot dog, Goddard.
Yeah, Goddard. So, whether that's, we are part of like Brahmin and Jimmy's ascended to an astral being or something of that nature, I don't know. But that basically leads to the conclusion that we're in the early 2000s. I did start to kind of build it out. I said, well, all right, so me, Robert, and Ann are definitely Drake and Josh, if that's the case. Raspberry Pi, I went back and I was like, well, maybe he's a mechanical canine. And there's just kind of like, that little Easter egg in the Jimmy Neutron opening. Also, anytime Raspberry Pi is in this, you need to start playing that song in the background. And then Xardaar is from the Wild Thornberries.
Smash it.
Does Robbie get inspiration for this? I feel like he's earned it.
Yeah, Robbie, I'm going to go ahead and give you inspiration for this.
All right.
How bored are you?
Oh my goodness. I wasn't doing anything this morning. I was waiting on one of the other guys at work, so I was just like, well, I'm going to go ahead and just figure out what's going on in the world. So now I know. And we all know now because I shared it with you. So we know where Vinny's going with this exactly. It's going to end up with Invader Zim. Or no, that was Cartoon Network.
There's going to be pants that just walk around.
Okay.
The three organic members of the party all have that weird dream where they're all.
You have dreams of like slime, just like green slime all over the place.
When are we gonna run into Danny Phantom?
Right?
He's in Shadowfell.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. It'll be evil him. We gotta kill him.
Yeah. All right. So, at the end, you guys all went to sleep at the inn, and like I said, you guys didn't dream that night. I'm sure some of you guys might be normal, but in this case, like there's nothing there. So you guys were in 4 separate rooms because the inn was empty. Tell me, what do you guys do as you wake up? What's your routine?
I run my macro to prepare spells that I forgot to do last time.
Yeah, my goodness.
All right.
Okay, I basically I get a little bit of exercise in every morning before I put on my armor because it's very hard to work out in full armor.
So you're like doing some push-ups and some like reverse dips.
Exactly.
I've got
I eat like 3 full cods because I'm on the Dwayne the Rock Johnson diet. Or is he Rock the Dwayne Johnson these days? I don't know.
He's certainly Goliath.
But I go ahead and pull out a little lock that I got from a friend years back that I go and just like pick. It's my morning routine just to pick the lock, take it apart, put it back together, and then keep going.
Nice. And Xardaar?
He wonders how he woke up under the bed with White Fang on top of him.
Interesting. All right.
So he doesn't dream, but he sleepwalks.
Or White Fang just moved him.
Also possible.
All right. So you guys get ready. You get geared up. You're ready to go. You got your spells prepared. You wake up in the morning. You guys all walk out of the room. Surprisingly, at the same time, you somehow like synced up together, which is weird. And what do? You just all walked out at the same time. It's a little weird.
Guys, did y'all like just poop 5 minutes ago too?
I don't do that.
Well, okay. I mean, I assumed, but now I know, and this is information that's good to have. But what about you boys? Did y'all just leave a fresh one?
You would.
No, I think it takes a little bit longer for our cycles to get in sync.
All right.
You're cycling up.
I love that.
What cycle are we syncing on?
Well, if y'all start pooping when I do, it'll be mine.
Well, I think it's usually whoever has the strongest cycle, so the most violent poops are usually the ones to have everybody else sync with.
You do not want to know what happens to a Firbolg.
I don't know. I once heard tale of a Goliath that literally shit bricks.
I love that I went from shitting bricks to shitting nothing.
It be like that sometimes.
Wait. Do you shit fire?
No.
I think it'd be more of a fart.
No, he's just constantly like has gas kind of pouring out of his rectum.
It's the exhaust, but it comes out of his ass.
Yeah. Yeah, you see like these white clouds of gas just pouring out of him.
I know that exhaust for.
So, like, what happens if you get a potato stuck up in there?
You don't want to know, laddie.
I do. That's why I asked. Do I need to go get a potato?
Baked potato.
Wouldn't recommend it.
All right, y'all.
Alright, so you go downstairs and the bartender is already up. He's made like a continental breakfast. And he says, I know it's only the four of you guys in here, but I want to make sure you were fed. Also, I got a note from the doctor. You want me to give it to you? Here you go.
All right, I'll grab it.
Okay.
Well, this is chicken scratch. I can't make head or tails of this. One of y'all read it to me?
I was like looking
I take a look at it, and it's not in Thieves' Cant, so I'm like, I don't fucking know.
I was like looking at y'all's character sheets, and I think Robbie has the highest intelligence, and it's 13.
We are not a smart group.
I think two of y'all have an 8. Okay. So I think Robbie, are you at 11, and Curtis is at 13?
I've actually got intelligence of 16.
Oh, okay.
That would be even better if it was the case.
Right?
I mean, Xardaar was raised by wolves. He doesn't really read much. He can, but he just doesn't.
Like, I just kind of charm and schmooze my way through life.
How's that working out for you?
I mean, the Great Raven didn't kill me, so it's doing all right so far.
So yeah, read the letter.
The note says, I forgot to tell you the name of the botanist. His name is Thamior. And trust me, you'll be able to smell him. And then he signs his name, but because he's a doctor, you can't read his signature out.
Can you read that back? I missed half of it.
It says, I forgot to give you the botanist's name. His name is Thamior. And you'll be able to smell him.
Botanist Thamior smells like ass. Alright.
Why does this doctor sign his name as Asher Kellum?
They went to med school together.
Coincidentally,
So he's just impersonating you?
Basically. They got a whole class where they learn how to sign their name, but unfortunately they all get taught the same exact signature. That's why no one ever questions it.
What was the name of the botanist?
Thamior.
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 Alright. Botanist smells like ass. In Waterdeep.
Or worse.
Got it.
Xardaar looks at the signature and says, "This might be gnomish for month."
Sorry.
He accidentally wrote in Abysmal, so there's an accident.
I'm pretty sure it's not. The man is a human. He is not a gnome, so I doubt he's going to be writing it gnomish, but...
He has an intelligence of 8. He doesn't know.
Oh, and there's also a P.S. It says, P.S. Come see me about some horses.
Alright. Also,
I already
you guys
used
see
the
this at
bathroom.
the
I
bottom
don't
here?
understand.
That says piss.
And I just did that, so I don't see why he needs us to go. Oh, he needs to check it for something, make sure we ain't sick or nothing. All right.
Right. So go grab you a bottle, take a piss, and you're going to have to bring it to him when we go to the stables.
I'll just make him a fresh one when I get there.
Alright, you got a bottle for him?
Hey, barkeep, you got any empty bottles?
No, I only have mugs. I'm sorry.
That'll work.
I'll take one.
Are you gonna piss in it? Because I'm not okay with
I'll
that.
make it a bottle for you.
Hold on, say that again, Pie.
And the mug to me, I'll make it a bottle for you. I assume they're like tin metal or metal mug.
They're like wood and metal. You know, there's like a wood cup with like the metal kind of going around it where the handle would.
Also, I've actually been using that spell wrong. I can do it once per short rest.
Okay. That's all good. Nothing game changing happened because of it. Nothing.
Yeah. Just flavor.
Well, what am I worrying about? He's a doctor. He's going to have all kinds of them little fancy doctor bottles you collect and specimens in.
There you go.
And as you say that, the bartender Evers just shows up with like a big mug of coffee. And he says, "I just brewed it just for you guys. Again, I want to thank you so much for what you did for helping the town. You know, I made a killing last night."
You got any creamer?
I do. There's a cow. You hear it go. It's like, it's fresh too if you want it.
Now, does it have any pumpkin spice?
Oh, it's out of season. Come see me in like 2 months. It'll be fresh. I promise.
I
All right.
that last session.
Oh, damn.
It's like summertime right now, and kind of midsummer.
Okay.
Midsummer Night's Dream.
I'll just take it straight. I'll just take that coffee straight up.
He's got like 4 mugs, and he pours one straight for you.
What kind of sweetener you got? You got some Splenda? You got some... what all you got?
I have the plant-based one, stevia.
Stevia, that's perfect. That's actually what I prefer.
And he's got like a big
ain't
jar
all
of it.
sugar plant-based? I'm just throwing this out there. Ain't all sugar plant-based.
I think you're
guess.
onto something there, but I wasn't going to point it out to the man.
It's just a specialty crop from our area.
Well, I mean, I already had mine, so I'm good. I was just curious.
And he,
Do you have any whiskey?
I do. Would you like an Irish coffee? I'm sorry, a gnomish coffee? Dwarvish coffee.
There you go.
I will take all 3 of those, please and thank you.
He makes you a dwarvish coffee, a gnomish coffee. What would that be?
Can I have a Dwarvish carriage bomb?
Carriage bomb. I think you got me there. Let's see. Is it just a dwarvish coffee with Fireball?
Yes, exactly. You have to cast it.
Fireball inside a coffee mug.
Can I have a flaming Dr. Asher?
I'm afraid I'm all out of tentacles, but I mean, I'm okay with that. I can make it without.
Flaming is the only kind of Dr. Asher there is.
On account of because he's on fire.
Oh, he is?
He goes back and he whips it up for you, and he's like, "All right, fellas, I appreciate what you did, but I'm gonna let this first one be for free because you saved the town and I made a killing last night. But I'm afraid this is all I do for you, in terms of giving stuff away. Enjoy the best."
Appreciate it, and I'll give him a 10 gold as a tip.
Ooh.
I eat it. Happily.
The 10 gold?
Yep.
Well, I mean, he just had some coffee, so if you wait like 3 hours, you'll get that right back.
And we're getting close to being in sync with our cycles, so everybody's going to be shitting in.
3 hours? It'll take me 3 minutes.
Well, I mean, I got 3 minutes. Go right ahead.
All right.
So you guys have your coffee, you enjoy your breakfast. Where do you want to go next?
Well, I'm a little full up right now, and I just had a whole bunch of Irish, Dwarvish, Gnomish coffees.
Let's go to the doctor.
I do got a pee, so let's go see that doctor so I can see him about that horse.
Pretty sure we're all hastened now.
There you go. So you guys knock on the doctor's door, and it's still pretty early. Who is it?
Hey, Mr. Doctor Man, it's us.
Oh, it's you. Hold on. And you hear like,
I got a pee. Open up.
"Alright, I'm coming. He opens the door, and it looks like he's still in his like sleep clothes. He just put like a lab coat on over. His like hair's all disheveled. He's like still got eye crusties. It's like, oh, did you guys get my note?
Yeah, where do you want me to pee? You got a bottle or something? Because I didn't bring any. And I gotta go.
What do you mean? You can just pee outside. What are you talking about?
You said
Well,
I
you
had
have to
come
take a
see you about
specimen.
horse. Like, you need to check us and make sure we ain't sick or nothing, right?
What? Oh, I'm sorry. You probably couldn't. I said P.S., not piss. I'm sorry. You know, sometimes my handwriting is just so god awful. I'm pretty sure I'm one of the few people in this town who know how to read.
Oh, fine. Fine, I'm gonna take a leak outside. I'm gonna just be around the corner right here.
Now, I didn't get your name the last time we spoke. What is it?
My name is Dr. Eno.
Ah,
What's his?
you sure it's not Dr. Feelgood?
No, I did go to medical school with someone like that. His name is Dr. Eno.
You didn't get
I'm
my
sorry.
last name on here.
It's Rorden Eno.
Rorden
Eno?
Yeah, so Dr. Eno.
All right. All right,
I
I'm
don't know
back.
why
I
that
feel a
name
lot
sounds
better now.
familiar.
Would you like to wash your hands? You know, there's some stuff going around, or at least it was.
Sure. Like, where am I going to do that?
He actually takes out a wand and he casts prestidigitation on your hands, and it's clean.
That's
Maybe
really
I had a couple too many of them fancy coffees, but what?
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's the only spell I know. They kind of teach it to all doctors because we can use it to kind of clean off anything.
I have so many ideas.
They go clean that armor. You haven't been taken care of.
I mean, I'm a sailor. I spent all this time out on the ocean.
I can do that.
Happened.
And
I'm
it's
shy.
like magically clean.
Oh, did you just use
Painting armor out in the
prestidigitation?
sea.
Yep.
I don't have it prepared. Damn it. I don't know it.
I'm gonna start calling him Doctor or Mr. Clean, Doctor Clean, whatever.
Mr. Dr. Clean, welcome.
I like it.
Doctor Smell Good because he cleans you.
Dr. Smellgood.
I smell good.
He's the one that called Doctor Smell Good.
Well, I wanted to let you guys know if you're going to be headed that way, it's going to take you a few days to walk. But you know, horses, I think you can get there about twice as fast. So I have these horses, and you know they belong to my father, and they've been just kind of sitting there, and I don't really do anything with them because I don't ever get out of here.
That's weird. Horses don't sit much.
Well, they've got this big open field behind my house, and he's got one of the big houses in this town because he's the doctor. Just for like the doctor of the whole town. He's not famous or anything, and I don't really get any use out of them. If you'd like, I can give them to you.
Dibs on the shiny one.
I'll take them.
So
If we take that one, we can make them all shiny.
Well, I mean, I'm the one that knows the spell, not you. It's not the wand, it's me.
Can you make them all shiny, please?
Sure. So he walks outside, and he leads you guys through his house, through his office. There's a door out in the back, and you see that the back side of his house is actually enclosed. It has a little fence around it that the horses can't jump over. And he whistles, and they come over towards where he is, and he ties them up to a little post, and he casts prestidigitation, and they're suddenly clean and shiny. A little sparkle magic coming off of them.
Do they have saddles, or are we just riding them bareback?
There's only two of them, and he says, I know you guys probably don't want to ride together. I also have this over here, and he points to a little shed, a little shed looking thing. He says, I have this carriage, and it's a little dusty. I used to travel from time to time, but like I said, I don't get out much anymore. So you can take the carriage. It's big enough that you can sleep in there if you need to. And you should be safe on your travels. I mean, you guys look like you can take care of yourselves too, I think.
Is the carriage in good condition, or do we need to fix it?
It's in fairly good condition. It's just like a basic kind of wagon type carriage. It's got 2 seats on the front where someone can sit up front on the top and kind of guide the horses, and then it's enclosed in the back, but it's not fancy. It doesn't have like a place for you to sit. It's like imagine like a truck bed. It's just like a bed, but it is semi-enclosed. It is open in the back, but there's not like a way that you can close the opening in the back.
Is it like an Oregon Trail carriage?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, that's what I was getting from that.
Yeah. And just so you guys know, these horses,
We're going to die from consumption.
they're getting
Dysentery.
They're getting up there in age, but they're still good boys. This is Colonel James. You can call him CJ.
Hang on. I gotta write this
No,
down.
I definitely prefer Colonel James.
How does he like Colonel Jimmy? I'm just saying.
The other one, Colonel Sanders.
No, this one here is Bojack.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yep.
Have they been chewed recently?
You know what? I don't think so, because they've just been here for a while now.
Well, then they're gonna need shoes.
Do you mind making some for me?
Roll investigation and see if I can find some metal in the shed.
Do you want me to search for it? I got a +7.
Much better if you do it. I have a +1.
Alright.
Yeah, DC 12.
Alright. I'm gonna start. Good God, I forgot to pull my dice out. I'm gonna start pulling my dice out, and then I will roll.
So while he's figuring that out, who's got the best animal handling so we know who's driving? I only got a +1.
If I had to guess.
3. What do you have? Nice.
I have vehicle proficiency.
Oh, nice.
Alright, let's go again. Well, I rolled just enough. I rolled a 5.
Nice.
So that's a 12 total.
Nice.
So you've noticed how like inside his house, all his medical equipment, it's like sparkling clean. But you see some like old rusty shovels and like pickaxes. Like he doesn't do any of the farming around here. He relies solely on the indoor stuff. So you definitely find like a lot of metallic things that he's probably willing to part with.
Hey, big boy, look what all I found.
Wonderful. Bring it here. And I will do this the right way this time. It's going to take an hour. But I will lay out all of the metal in front of me, along with my tools. I'll pray over it. And then you'll just, like, see my hands turn into, like, Inspector Gadget shit. And I turn them
cool. Well, while he's making that happen, Zara, can you talk to the horses and, just let them know I'm going to shave down their hooves so we can get a clean shoe on here?
Alright. I'll cast Speak with Animals.
Hell yeah.
You going to burn a spell slot for that?
Nah, I can talk. Well, that way they can actually talk back to me if I want to.
I just need them to know what's going on so they don't freak out.
I would love to do a will
We
on
don't
that
want their
voice.
consent. We just want them to know.
Alright, so
Hey,
I use my speech of the beast and just talk to them.
Is that a spell or like a class feature?
It's a feature. Get
Okay.
used to us. Let them know why Quinn won't when they sleep.
unless they die.
I said when they sleep.
I mean, you can sleep when you're dead.
I won't sleep till I'm dead.
Aha! See?
And
Yep.
all right, give me an animal handling check with advantage.
Me?
No, Xardaar.
Okay. Ooh, good thing you got advantage.
13.
Okay, that's enough. You like start petting them as you're talking to them, and they feel very calm. And they actually like willingly, like they understand what you're trying to say. They lift up their legs in anticipation for this.
Ooh.
Awesome. It would take about an hour to do that right anyway, so that's gonna work out pretty good.
I mean, I
Yeah.
hope they understand. That's what the feature says.
Yeah. Well, we can speed this up for the sake of you don't have to wait around for an hour, unless you want to.
An hour passes.
An hour back.
Yeah.
1 hour later, like SpongeBob thing.
I told you we're in the Nickelodeon universe.
See?
Listen, just wait until Doodle Bob comes out.
Oh God, no.
Oh boy.
Is he an artificer?
You know, you might as well be.
I've considered taking a skill or not a skill or two, a level or two in artificer.
It certainly fits your character.
All right. So while y'all are getting them shoes on CJ and Bojack here, CJ and BJ, I guess. All that coffee's hitting me, so I'm gonna go behind them trees and be a bear for a minute.
Wait, I have a bathroom if you want to use that instead.
You got Charmin?
No, this is better.
I do actually.
Oh.
I introduce toilet paper to this town.
You are doing the Lord's work, my friend.
No,
I grab the toilet paper and I go out into the woods.
Didn't you already go?
It's round 2.
Did you not see how much coffee I had?
You do your business, and when you come back, he goes, and just to make sure, he points his wand at you and casts Prestidigitation, and you feel a light breeze down your butt crack.
Why do you even have toilet paper if you can just do that?
Well, it doesn't do all the work. It's like a disinfectant versus a cleaner.
It's the baton of bidet.
This is mine.
Again, it's computer. That's Uncle Falcon's.
So as you guys are on the horses and getting the carriage set up, he says, Thamior, he's kind of an eccentric guy. When I was in medical school, he came in, did a few talks on how we can use herbs and herbology as medicine for healing certain sicknesses. I really did learn quite a lot from him, but it's been a few years. He was quite a smelly fella because he was always around some plants. I think he'll remember me. We had a good talk way back when.
Well, me and Annie, back where we come from, we got a word for folks like him. They's called hippies.
I mean, if he does like trees, he hugs them every now and then.
Can he talk to the trees so they know what's going on, or is he all up in that?
He talks to them, but I don't think that they really know what he's saying, which is, I tried to make that point to him once, but he said, no. They hear me. They know what I want.
They know what I'm after.
All right, remind me to, stay out of arm's reach of him.
They never ask him what he wants with the tree.
So at this point, he has the horses attached to the wagon, and he's loaded up. He's put some food in there for us, some bread and some jerky, some non-perishables. So you guys are loaded up and ready to go. All right, fellas. Well, like I said, tell him you know Dr. Reno. Get you some favor with him and whatnot.
We're going to the elf village first, right? Isn't that what we decided on?
Yeah, we're going to the elf city.
What was that called again?
It was called Edocester.
Edocester. Thank you.
Or Chester. I think Chester sounds better.
It's on that map as well.
Yeah.
In our,
No,
But I didn't pull up Roll20 because I'm lazy.
I see.
No, I will say I put it on the map for like our sake, but like the humans, and I guess technically you guys, since you've never been there, you don't know quite exactly where it is. And the doctor says, "Oh, you're going into the forest." I mean, have you spoken with the guy, the guardian?
What, Tovis? Yeah, he asked us to come on down.
Okay, great. Because normally they're very, keep out of the forest. Like, there's literally a line where as soon as anyone steps over that line, there's an arrow coming right at you. So, be careful out there. None of us have ever been deep into the forest past our... And here's one thing, it's a little weird. That Tovis guy, he's a little crunchy. our animals, our wild animals, our horses, our goats, our dogs, our cats, they don't go in the forest. One time we tried to ride our horses in there, and there's no path leading anywhere. So our horses literally just stopped, and there's nothing we could do that could get them in there. I think that Toldus fella might have done something to the animals around here.
God, I hope he told them first.
Now, you used a term, crunchy. What do you mean by crunchy?
I mean, he was pretty crunchy last time we saw him. I kind of get it.
Yeah, pretty crusty.
He's outdoorsy, but not a tree hugger like Thamior.
All right.
Okie doke.
Are you crunchy?
Me, no. Look at my hands. No calluses on here at all. I prefer to stay indoors and do my business.
All right.
I do it in the woods.
All right. Well,
So
off
we
to
know-
Thaminor.
we know
It
the
assists.
general direction.
What was that?
Do we know the general direction? Like it's down the forest path, right?
There's a path that led you guys off to that little shrine area that you guys were at, but that's where it kind of stopped. So, based on your intelligence, you can try and figure out that there's no path leading directly into the city, and since you saw Tolvis turn into a hawk and fly away, he's not really creating paths. He's more traveling in animal form to kind of not leave his mark on the forest as much.
Whew. He ain't gonna lie, any trudging through there and all this armor, that's for sure.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be a difficult trek. You guys want to go there, or you want to wait and just head to Waterdeep, Neverwinter Waterdeep, whatever that place is?
I mean, it feels like a side quest. I just don't know if it's gonna be a rewarding one.
Let's just
What's the side quest?
So you know how like when you're reading a story and the hero's got this journey he's got to go on, but they got to fill the book till they get to the end. He does all kinds of random shit before he gets where he needs to go. I guess filler would be another word for it.
All right, I've heard the term filler. Like on Naruto.
Wasn't like half of that filler.
Filler?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I think that depends on the episodes, are. So what do you guys
That's
think?
called
Pad it
something
out,
else.
or you wanna do some main story?
Let's head to Waterdeep.
All right, main quest it is.
With it.
Level up. What?
So
I'd
not
be good with that.
Not quite there yet, but you'll get there. Alright, so if you guys are heading to Waterdeep, just put the map picture back up there for you. So you guys have it.
It's in the
Also, when are we going to go
journal.
party down at Mystic Beach?
Never.
Never. There are so many better places we could go. I would much rather go Dwarf side than the Mystic Beach.
I mean, it's just down the road from Mystic Beach.
Yeah, but it's so much better.
Yeah, I mean, we got to go to Mystic Beach to get to Dwarf side.
So I used to hate Myrtle Beach with every ounce of my soul, and then I lived in Jersey for 3 years. And I would do anything to be in Myrtle Beach again.
So would most people in Jersey and Ohio, which is how we get so many of them there.
And Pennsylvania, and New York, Vermont,
And Chicago.
north of us,
Right?
It's like,
I'm just saying, if Chicago's so great, then why aren't you still there?
honestly, we're like the few people that are actually from Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like unicorns. Alright, so
All
he
them
packs
damn
you up.
animals.
He packs you up, and one thing that give me a perception check, Robert.
Okie dokie.
So you're heading out. People kind of like cheer. They're super thankful.
Oof. I didn't do good. I got a 6.
6. Okay, you don't see anything. You kind of make your way out, and people are waving you off, and it's still early morning. You're able to make good time. Now,
Exactly what time is it?
let's say it's about, if you look
7:43.
around 7, if you look up at 7, have
Damn.
now do stuff, it's about 9. Let's say it's 9.
Okay, I'm good with
Vinny
that.
let me have keen mind because I'm a robot, so now I'm gonna bug him to know stupid shit.
Okay, well, once we get out of town, I'll pull out the feather I got from Raquel, and I'm like, so I think you want me to go to Waterdeep because you led me to Farnhill, and Farnhill's leading me to Waterdeep. You want to, give me a sign that I'm either doing the right thing or the wrong thing?
And that's where you failed your perception check.
I assume this way I'm trying religion.
I pull out my
Okay.
feather that I have, and I go, "Look at me, I'm Robert, and I'm a freaking nerd. I'm talking to an imaginary being that doesn't exist."
Xardaar pulls back the quarterstaff to go throw it and accidentally bumps Ann in the back of the head.
Accidentally.
Now I'm pissed at Anne, so I'm going to roll for religion with disadvantage. I can't focus. Alright, first roll's a 5, so this ain't looking good. I got a 5.
You're like looking for a sign, and you don't see anything, so you're just like, I guess I'm just going with my gut here. And after you said, like, I'm a fucking nerd, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Alright.
DC 10.
Okay. Let's see. I'm usually pretty good at these.
Ooh, have him do perception.
Oh,
to see if
nat
you hear
fucking 20, boy.
noise.
After you said that, there's like a piece of bird poop flying right at you, and you make eye contact with it, and you're like, it's not gonna fucking hit me, and you just get out of its way.
Is anyone else hoping Vinny would just fall out of his chair when he did that?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we need to figure out how we're sitting. I assume Zara's driving because he's the one most in tune with the horses.
I will
And,
hang out there with him.
I'd say I don't know. Robert would call shotgun. Shotgun.
Alright, that's fine. I was just, because I had the next highest animal handling, so I was going to be up there, but it doesn't really matter since he's driving.
You guys can rotate. So the way this is going to work, on the map that I have, I put hexes on there. If you're walking, it'll take you 1 day to go 1 hex. But if you have horses, you can go 2 hexes per day. So since Waterdeep is 6 hexes away, it'll take you 3 days to get there.
If we push the horses, can we go 3 hexes in a day?
They're old. They can't make it.
With the amount of weight we're carrying, probably not the best idea.
I would say if you had like younger, fresher horses, but these guys, they do have fresh shoes, but they are not the best horses. You can
And the card itself isn't the best.
and he like
One of these days,
like water and food.
I don't have to worry about that.
You'll run them to death and bring them back up.
Yeah. They got places to be. Pi thinks everything is a machine. He's not worried about it.
All right. So I'm not going to completely fast forward to you guys there. Okay. So you've been traveling all day. We've got Czar and Robert up front.
If it's anything hearing or scent related, White Fang is on the lookout.
Okay. Where is White Fang, by the way?
He's just nearby.
Is he on the cart or is he like running beside it?
Running beside it, sometimes he'll hop in.
Okay, cool. So it's summertime. If I were to relate this to Myrtle Beach weather, I would say it's like beginning of September.
Ooh.
We're on the cusp of fall, but it's still hot.
It is some serious swamp ass.
Yeah. So it's about September. You guys are making your way. It's your first night. How do you guys spend your first night? What do you do? What's your routine? How do you plan? How do you prep?
I'm
I
gonna
clean my undergarments to get rid of the swamp ass.
You've been sitting the whole time, yeah?
I'm spending most of my time trying to learn how to sing and play the chorus to "Summer Nights" by Rascal Flatts.
Okay. Wait, what instrument do you have?
I actually don't have one.
Xardaar has a band.
No,
Okay.
Andy's just beatboxing over there.
Well, does anybody want to play Three Dragon Ante?
Well, I ain't
Card
never seen any dragons, so I'm good. I don't want to play.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's just a card game. Don't be afraid of no cards.
Last time we played a card game, you took the underwear I was wearing.
Well, yeah, and you can win them back. I still got them.
I don't want them back. You know what I do in those underwear.
Yeah, and you go through them real quick, so you might need another pair.
I will make it to Waterdeep, and I will get a fresh supply, sir.
All right. I mean, you could have my underwear if you beat me.
I'm good.
What's his name? Pi is busy making little Moradin necklaces.
He's got like a whole.
I actually want to go. I want to go talk to Pi. I want to be like, Pi, so tell me more about this Moradin character. Because he done saved my life from the hag, so I'm curious.
And
Moradin.
can I do some foraging for some herbs that may be used in poisoning? I have a poisoner's kit, so I want to
Okay.
see if I can find anything to
I guess
poison it.
that would be a survival check.
Probably, that makes sense to me.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and give me that.
When he's done, I'm ready.
0.
I
Holy
just-
shit! Fucking nat 20 again.
2 in a row.
2 in a
damn!
row.
Whatever
On
is-
like
I hope
stupid
we don't get
shit.
into a fight, because you're gonna.
I know.
Trash rolls.
whatever it is you're looking for, you find.
All right.
Including my
Imagining-
underwear.
Curtis, what I'm imagining is like, you know, when you go into like the pavilion or like Turtle Waves, and they have those like keychains with everyone's names. There's never a Vinny.
There's never a Curtis either. It's the worst.
That's what I'm like
There's
imagining.
definitely never a Falcon.
Not unless it also says Atlanta.
Man, there's
Dude, they didn't start having Dill until I was an adult.
how do you spell it though?
They started getting it right when I was an adult.
Oh, okay.
But at that point, it was also a girl's name, so, you know. Kind
I
of a
always
clear
had
victory
mine,
there. Like, I won, but at what cost?
There's no way I was ever gonna get Vincent or like no, fuck that, no. All right, so tell.
Well, I mean, I'm sure if you went up into New York City, you'd find all kinds of Vinnies.
No, as long as it's not Vinny with an IE.
They all are up there.
You might be out of luck there, buddy.
It's my biggest pet
You're up
peeve
in
right there, man.
Toronto's territory. You're not gonna find anything other than IE.
I don't know. The movie My Cousin Vinny was with a Y.
Yeah,
That's true.
you never know.
So Robert asked Pi his question, and Pi, his eyes kind of roll back in his head, and they're like flickering, and like digital shit running across him, and he accesses the file. And he runs the holotape. He's like, Moradin is the lawful good god of the dwarves and the chief deity in their pantheon. A harsh but fair judge, he was strength and force of will embodied. Moradin inspired dwarven inventions and constantly sought to improve that race,
It's in my case.
encouraging their
It's
good
on
nature,
top of
intelligence,
the-
and harmonious
it's
existence
right at
with
the
other
TV.
good races, while battling their pride and isolationist tendencies. Moradin's holy
My
faith
travel.
is on the crescent moon, and he's worshipped at forges and hearth. End holotape.
Are you a Unix-based system?
Like shooting his head back, and he's like, "Does that answer your question, buddy?"
Yes, but it left me with so many more questions. Like, what in the hell did I just see?
Let me ask you this:
Are you okay?
Are you a Unix-based system? Sudo rm-rf /
And
that work?
He speaks back to you in binary. It's the time code for Futurama, but it doesn't work.
Nice.
Damn it, Andy! Don't break the robot. He needs to heal us.
All right, all right.
All right, so
All right, thank you for telling me, Pi. That was very informative. So I wonder, and I pull out my feather. Raquel, how do you feel about Morgan? Because, I mean, he's helped me out too. I just want to know what you think.
give me a religion check.
Well, I rolled a 3, so it doesn't matter.
You
I've had
like
trash rolls.
you see some birds and you're like, is that you? Is that you? And you can't get anything from it.
Hold out a berry.
Hey,
That worked once.
hey, Robert. What's your guide's name?
Oh, her name's Raquel.
Rachel.
I mean,
Rachel?
Yeah.
Rochelle.
Why aren't you talking to my boy? Hey, Rochelle.
As we are now all yelling at this feather.
Robbie, does a 16 hit your AC?
No.
It doesn't. Okay. There's like a there's like a bunch of birds flying around, and you see something fall down from one of them, but it's close to you, but it doesn't hit you.
Hey, I saw that. What are y'all doing? Did you see
Man,
that?
I don't think she likes you much.
I don't
I mean-
think so either.
I don't necessarily blame her, but I
Hey,
will not go antagonize her. Look, the last folks I saw antagonizing her, they gone.
all right.
We don't need to do it right now, but before we do the long rest, Pi is gonna ask Moradin to give us an understanding on Raquel.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
what is Martin's stance on alcohol and carousing?
He is
Out of his farms. What do you think it is?
I think I like
More
Martin.
than you can handle, and then drink more after.
What
So
about
what does alcohol
Raquel?
do to you, friend? Oh, Raquel doesn't really seem to care much. I mean, half the time I do talk to her, she just tells me whatever, stop bothering me.
I don't really care for her all that much. Y'all, give me that Martin. I want on that Martin train.
I'll give her a necklace, and it'll be the nicest necklace.
Oh,
Now, does it say Anne or Ancalagon on it?
It says Moradin on it.
More than okay.
I can't find one that says my name on it.
You can want one that says your name on it.
He's got 3 that say Robert, so I'm good.
No, I don't want to sully the good name of Martin. Now, Rachel, of course I will.
Just so you know, because I've been saying it with an accent, it's Moradin, Moradin. But I know when I say it, it sounds like MAR, but it is MOR.
Right.
No,
but we
I
hear
am-
your accent, so we have to say it.
I know,
back.
yeah, that's
As
why
our
I'm
accent's interpretation of your accent.
We've only ever heard of him through you, so for us, it's Martin.
Oh, I know. That's why I wanted to make sure you knew.
So
Yeah, this is more fun.
I go and start praying to Martin.
It's
Please
Moradin.
give me lots of alcohol and lots of carousing. Amen.
Okay. Let's see.
Pi feels like a tingle of deity abuse going on.
Deity
What it's
abuse?
like.
All right. Let's see. You you catch like a glimmer off of your burden thing that Pi made for you.
Okay.
You get like the hair on the back of your neck sticks up for like a second. Like, oh.
Like,
I'm like, now, Annie,
I think
I don't
I'm
know if
a
he was
black
listening. I don't know if he was listening, but our automated friend over here said that Martin, well, he's a lawful good, so he can't be running around just pickpocketing in random villages.
Did I say that? Yeah, I did.
wait,
She ain't gonna
what?
like that.
What's Raquel?
I mean, the best I can get is she don't really care much either way, as long as you don't piss her off. So
Well,
I'm thinking she's either like true neutral or like chaotic neutral. I ain't sure yet.
Well, I mean, it sounds like I'm gonna be doing a bit of church hopping.
Oh man.
That didn't last long.
Yeah.
Well, if you're doing it on a Sunday, you got to wear a fancy hat.
Oh, I got 3 of them. 2 of them I got from you.
I know.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do or talk about before you hit the hay?
I don't think so.
Xardaar, you've been awful quiet. You all right, buddy?
Xardaar's been taking care of the horses and talking to White Fang, seeing if there are any animals around. Like, what's going on in this area?
You don't get the feeling that there's animals because you didn't stop along the road. You know, you found a little place to kind of settle in. You feel pretty safe. And
I go pet the horses, and I'm like, "Thank you, horses. Y'all done good today."
I put Morden necklaces on the horses.
Shiny.
I probably did that earlier when I was chewing them.
That's so funny.
The shoes have Morden all over them.
Oh, for sure.
For shoe.
Is there a clean place to fill up my water skin?
You rolled a nat 20 on survival, so I'm going to say you were at a creek or well, there's water in the carriage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna worry about it then.
Yeah, the doctor filled it up for you pretty good.
Cool.
All right.
All right, nap time.
So you're about to go to sleep, and Curtis, you want to do something before the long rest?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask Morden what his thoughts on Raquel are. Basically, I'm trying to find out what her alignment is.
Okay, give me a religious check. A religion check.
A religious.
How religious are you?
I'm pretty religious.
How hard can you Morden?
I'd say I'm about +3 religious, but also proficient in it. So I don't know if it would give me advantage. Praying to my God.
You're just regular praying, and it's not a time of need. So I'm going to say just a regular flat roll.
All right, see how it is.
I mean,
In the background, you hear.
He's got other folk that he needs to check.
I got a 9.
A 9?
Ooh.
You pray, and you see a bunch of ones and zeros in your head, and the letter N appears.
He said the N-word.
Nuggets?
Oh boy.
It actually results. You're able to decode it, and you see 404 not found.
You're having network connectivity issues.
I'm so tired of Zoom.
Oh boy.
Before we long rest, Xardaar casts Primeval Awareness and detect aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead within a mile.
Yeah, that's better than my divine sense. I can only pick up 60 feet.
Fate, it was stays, fiends, undead. Was there something else after that?
Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead.
No, you don't feel any of that.
Okay.
I want to cast. I'm gonna try and sneak up on Xardaar.
While he's doing it?
Yeah. So while
Okay.
he's casting that,
Are you thinking
it's
about
an
it?
action.
Are you thinking about it?
It's just an action.
Oh, that's true, yeah. So this whole time you guys have been you've been a little quiet every now and then with your thoughts hopping in your head. You're trying to work this out. It's like Spanish speakers who speak half Spanish and then half English. They bounce back and forth. You guys are like, what the? Yeah.
You guys remember Miss Leggett?
Yeah. These
You do that all the time. It's
Yeah.
the worst.
So you've been trying to work this out, and you haven't been able to learn how to keep things from each other. So literally every thought that you have just pops up.
is there a way for me to roll concentration just to see if I can do that while sneaking up? So it would be 2 rolls instead of 1.
Yeah.
Concentration just a flat 20, and then a stealth afterwards.
That's fine. Yeah.
Xardaar is with White Fang.
Oh, so what?
I mean,
Like, he's always with White Fang.
yeah, but I am a rogue, so if I can stealth up to you, then
White Fang can smell you.
So let's see. Let's let Robbie do his concentration first, and we'll go from there.
It sounds
right.
like it's going to be contested rolls if he can
Yeah,
That's right.
concentrate enough.
Yeah.
all right. So this is a flat 14. I don't know what I feel like this would probably be a pretty difficult roll, so I don't know if that's enough.
I'm gonna say at this point, it's only your second day with this thing. It's not enough.
Okay.
I'm gonna sneak on you. I'm gonna sneak on.
And I'm like, I can see you. You ain't sneaking on me. Oh, you meant Xardaar. My bad.
Yeah, shut up, damn it! Alright.
All right. Now you two are half elves. Do you guys have to do a full 8 hours, or do you trance?
Let me double check.
Pretty sure it ain't nothing fancy.
Because I know full elves, they can trance in
Shouldn't it be in your
hours.
features?
Call.
Only if it is something. If it's like you need the 8 hours, I don't think it's going to appear anywhere.
No, nothing fancy there.
Okay.
I think the human half of us makes us have to sleep.
Okay, cool. Because elves technically don't sleep, they trance, or they don't dream. So I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, we would have conned that plan out of a lot of dreams that way.
Alright, Robbie, I'll let you do this first roll. You can roll any of your die, doesn't matter which one. Odd is bad, even is good.
Roll an even number die.
Odd, even.
Okay,
It's odd.
so it's bad. Alright, Robbie, you have a nightmare. Tell us about it.
Alright. It starts out with, let's see, I'm going to, it's me reliving the, heist that went wrong. So, it's me with the rest of my team as we're going into this house. It's, very dark. We don't even really know who it is that we're sneaking into this house for. And, I look back and all of a sudden I just see flames engulfing everything before I start, I jump out of it. I don't know if that's the end of the dream, but like things kind of go to white from the flames.
Okay.
As I just remember them dying.
Okay. So, Xardaar and Robert, you guys are in the dream with him. Okay? You're not able to communicate with him or, like, move around, but, like, you're having this dream, and none of it looks familiar to you. So it doesn't feel like it's your dream. You're kind of able to piece together, like, this is weird. Is this Anne? Because you see him in there. And when you wake up the next morning, you guys are like dripping, pouring sweat. You're super sweaty.
Damn it, I showered and everything. So, y'all, I had the weirdest freaking dream. It don't make no lick of sense to me. I was being sneaky.
Yeah, that doesn't really sound like you. I don't
I was
know.
trying to steal some stuff, and it went bad. It went real bad. Except I wasn't really doing it. It was like I was kind of watching it.
What I have seen them like tossing and turning, I see everything even in rest mode.
Yes, you would have. You see, it's almost as if whatever Anne is doing in his sleep, they're kind of mirroring his movements. So if he sticks his hand up, the other two stick their hand up in their sleep.
I want to say I would have woken them up if I saw that. I mean, that's worrying.
Okay, so
That's probably when things went to white, is when he shook us to wake us up.
yeah, and this happened towards the end of their sleep. So you woke them up like just in time in the morning for this to happen, and we don't have to you go back to sleep or something weird. All right. You guys have this weird shared dream. Do you mention anything about it, Anne?
No, I think Anne would probably be pretty quiet that morning unless directly confronted about it, and probably spend some time like off walking on his own.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm gonna roll perception. I got a 9. Do I notice that he's being weird? I mean, we are family. We are kin. And I can hear his thoughts. Would that give me advantage on that roll?
No, because you
Crap. We all hear each other's thoughts. So we would all pretty much be thinking about the nightmare when we wake up.
And I would notice that he's making it a point not to think.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, with a 9 though, that's that's pretty low.
You don't notice anything visually. I think that just like you're just passive, kind of hearing it in your mind. You're like, this is a little weird. He feels off about this, but you don't visually like see anything about him. I think this would be like an insight check than perception.
All right. Well, I got a dirty 20 for insight, so
Yeah. So
What's your modifier?
+3.
Nice.
So you definitely can tell that like Ann is off. He's not feeling good this morning.
So I look over at him and I think, I don't think anything specific, but I'm like, hey, me, let's go talk.
All right. So you guys separate from the pack a little bit while the other two kind of get everything back together, putting out the fire, rolling up the bedrolls, putting them back, getting the horses ready. So it's a 2.
All right, man. I know we's connected, so I can put together that I saw something of yours. You want to tell me what that was about? And don't think it if you don't want Xardaar to hear it.
No, I mean, with as high and mighty as you are about things, I don't want to talk about it. I mean, every family reunion I get it shoved down my throat. I ain't gonna talk about it right now.
All right, but if this is something you already done your penance for, then you know I'm gonna be good with it, right?
I did a job about 2 years ago, and it was with a team that I'd been with for about 4 years. Good people. I mean, for me, good people. You know, I don't know if you would consider them good people, but
I mean, I was feeling all right about it until you qualified it.
But yeah, they always had my back, and we took a job, kind of a shady job, and the payout was amazing. We were going to be done with the job, done with the business for the rest of our lives if we pulled it off. When we get into the place, something felt wrong, and I could tell from the very beginning we weren't where we were supposed to be, and suddenly we were surrounded by fire, and next thing I know, I woke up 20 miles away. When I get back to the hideout, I find out that all of them were dead, and about a week had passed.
Dang.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to me. I don't know why I ended up, 20 miles away, but something weird.
Well, it sounds like someone made a fool out of you and your friends, unfortunately. I am sorry to hear that.
But
And then I think
I've
right
been on the
quick,
run
Xardaar
ever
was-
since.
I think, hey, Xardaar, brace yourself. I'm going to share something right quick. So I pull out my feather, and I remember what it felt like when I was infused with the power of Raquel, because the first part of the trial was to not die, and it felt like weeks of agony. So I give you a taste of what that felt like, and then when I'm done, I'm like, look, we all got something. I can tell you feel bad about what happened. Even if you don't necessarily feel bad about what you've done, you do feel bad about it. And I'm going to take that, because we can.
All right.
All right, let's go have breakfast.
All right. Let's get it, boys.
So
Find all the bacon being eaten by White Fang.
there's like
I tried.
Not very hard.
wait a minute. Didn't
So do you.
Pi, didn't you say that you're like an aficionado of food, even though you can't eat food?
He's a foodie. He posted to.
He doesn't need to.
So you know a recipe. You have all this like dehydrated jerky in the back. You learn a recipe where you put some water in cast iron and you rehydrate the jerky, and you actually make it juicy instead of like dry and chewy. and you make that for breakfast for everyone.
Hey, everybody get a mouthful of pie's juicy meat.
I will take your robot meat, sir.
Now, did you already take a photo of this and post it to Celestial Tinder? Or, I'm sorry, Twitter, Instagram,
I
whatever it is.
down and blinks, and he's like, now I did.
He blinks.
Or it could have been like Dave, just a flash of light with very wide open eyes.
Oh boy. So
All right, Curtis, give us a flat D20 roll so we know how delicious it is.
Oh. Okay.
I'll let you roll with advantage because this is good.
On a scale of 1 to 20, how good is this?
What is it?
He's gonna roll in that one.
It was a 3 and an 8. So
Ooh.
It wasn't very good.
Okay, it wasn't that good.
it's
It's
about
alright.
40% of the best thing you've ever tasted.
I mean, I'd eat this again, but how long has it been since we made this?
He woke up way earlier
6
than
years.
everyone else.
All right, let's try again. I think you're going to do better next time.
The texture is there, flavor is not.
Oh,
I've had worse.
That's so disappointing when that happens, though.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you guys pack up and you go. We're gonna fast travel a little bit, unless you guys want to stop and do anything along the way.
Is there
You're
anything to stop at, or are we just traveling through a big old plain?
right now it's just kind of plains and grass and a little bit of like foresty type areas, but nothing really worthwhile to see.
Let me see.
It's your
I sing the chorus from September by Earth, Wind, and Fire, except I just sang Badia over and over and over. Like Badia. Next part I can't remember. Badia. I wish I could remember.
I walks up to Robert, puts his hand on his shoulder, and casts Inflict Wounds at second level. No.
oh man. How are you guys riding on the wagon this time?
I'm sitting on the back.
Xardaar was driving yesterday. Mike was driving today.
Yeah, I'm in the back of the van.
I mean, Xardaar's still up there, but
In that
we're
case,
just taking turns.
Okay.
what he does when the singing starts is he takes his hands off the reins and he puts one on him and one on Xardaar and he casts Spare the Dying. It's a cantrip, though it actually happened because I don't mind burning a cantrip.
And I actually have a bell, so I'm gonna be sitting in the back just beating on it with a stick.
Sounds just like one of our family reunions.
Xardaar has a pan flute. He can actually play it. He's proficient.
Well, why don't you
Okay.
play some music then?
He's too busy
You
driving.
keep talking about it. He ain't even driving today.
Yeah, I'm not driving now.
Oh, okay.
He starts playing a little known heartbreak love song about being lost in the woods.
Hi is casting heat metal on his hands to pop his popcorn.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I forgot about this.
He has the whole sack of kernels there sitting in his lap, and he just casts heat metal and sticks his hand in and grab a handful, and it pops by the time it gets to his mouth.
That's funny. Where does it come out of?
What do you mean?
Because like if
The food you eat.
goes in, where is it?
It gets incinerated.
Yeah, basically, it's what powers him. It doesn't say that Warforged. I guess they do have to eat. I don't think it says they don't have to, does it?
We can mess
I
around
don't
with
know.
that.
Either way, I see it as an option for him. But yeah, it goes out as exhaust port. He
Okay.
gets popcorn parts.
That's a second level spell. You're gonna burn it for popcorn?
I mean,
Of course.
It's for flavor.
Is it good popcorn?
I mean, we've got plenty of time before we arrive, so might as well burn them spell slots.
It's just for flavor. I didn't think Vinny was gonna make me actually spend it.
You're good.
So not to derail things, but Taylor just told me a few minutes ago that Joe Exotic now has coronavirus.
Oh my god. Did he really?
Yeah.
I saw he got moved into isolation because his other inmates had it. Other inmates around him, so he asked to be moved away or something. I guess they did because they still have to protect you if there's a health hazard. But
Yeah.
Right.
I
By
guess
the
they
time
did
they
it
would have
too late.
noticed,
hazard.
it would have been there for days already. So he could already have it.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, that bitch Carol Baskins.
That bitch Carol Baskin gave me the coronavirus.
Yeah, I'm sure he would say that if he still had his internet show.
Oh, of course.
Alright, so it's your second night. You guys have done everything you need to do. Anything you guys want to do tonight? Or do you want to just cut to the next scene?
Hey Xardaar, you want to play some Three Dragonini?
Disclaimer: there are no dragons actually involved.
The only game I can play is Grunt.
Grunt?
And I don't have to
It's a lot like that. It's a lot like that. You know, the rules are not exactly the same, but it's close enough. You can pick it up.
But if I'm going to be learning a new game, I'm going to be constantly thinking about what cards I have.
Oh, of course, of course.
Think,
It's not a big deal.
think about it in a language you don't understand.
Oh, okay. That's actually not a bad idea.
I mean, do you think in a language?
Yeah,
Yeah. I just thought in German, so we're good. I had to try though.
you have to concentrate, but yeah.
You got
So
to think about
it
a little
would be
harder, but it's
concentration.
doable.
I mean,
Yeah, it's concentration. We're good.
It sounds like too much effort. He only has an intelligence of 8. He's not doing that.
It would have been a high
Well.
concentration roll then, but still.
All
wow.
right.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna try and talk to Raquel one more time.
Okay.
Robbie, what's your character's name again?
Ancalagon Morgothian, but you can just call me Ann.
I got a
17?
18.
18? Okay.
Yeah, +1 for a religion check.
What are you trying to say to her? Just check up?
Like, hey, I think you led me to Fawn Hill, and now it seems like I need to go to Waterdeep. Like, is this the plan you laid out for me? Is this what you want me to do?
With a roll that high, it is nighttime, and you're kind of looking around. You see a bird perched on a branch, and this bird is looking right at you with its bird eyes. And you've seen birds move around with their heads like that, and they look around. This bird is weirdly looking at you and just nodding its head up and down, which is weird for a bird to do.
All right.
Look, with your bird
good to know.
eyes.
What do your bird eyes see, Vertilize?
Oh boy.
All right. Just let me know if you need me to, correct my course or something. I'm sorry, that's creepy. I'm sorry.
The bird poops.
Pi is gonna approach Anne and say, I'll play a card game with you.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Let's get it, boy.
No, I've never played this before.
Well, I'm sure it's in your data bank somewhere.
What is data, and how do you put it in a bank?
Don't worry about it, man. You can go and get a pretty good exchange rate down at the local bank for data. It's not. I mean, it's pretty close to the common currency.
It's nothing like Bitcoin, is it?
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, if I put in 8 bitcoins, do I get a byte? If I put in 1 bitcoin, do I get 8 bitcoins?
Oh, of course. So, yeah, how do you want to handle game mechanics for games like that?
I have no idea how this game works, Robbie, so I'm gonna let you take care of it.
I came up with the rules at one point, but I do not remember because it was for a session that we were doing for the Guild Hall campaign with you, and you remember when you guys were playing and you were going to go into that casino.
Yeah.
Like one of the first sessions at the very beginning.
Oh, that was a while ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I had it figured out then. It's been a long time since I looked at the rules.
I find doing just contested intelligence checks, mine probably being a disadvantage since I don't know how to play the game.
Yeah, so I think one thing that there was also like bluff checks or something like that, but I think the main thing was I could do a sleight of hand if I was wanting to try and cheat, and if I passed the sleight of hand check, he didn't see it, then I rolled a d4 and added that to my roll.
That's cool.
So that was the only like weird mechanic, but yeah, it was just flat rolls against each other.
I don't remember the rules, but up to y'all.
Let's try that for now. Otherwise, I'll come up with some rules later on. Actually, let's not worry about it right now. I will come up with real rules, and then we will adjust.
I assume that Anne will explain his version of the rules to Pi, and if he does, I'm gonna roll insight to see if I think it's lying to me.
All right. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is spend tonight just like teaching you the game. I'm not gonna try and trick you as far as like do sleight of hand stuff. I'm just gonna teach you the game. We won't play for stakes, and this is just to get you up to speed on how to do it. But yeah, let's see if I can lie to you on the rules, or if you can tell that I'm lying.
24? Is that enough?
Well, I rolled a 22 on my deception, so
So yes.
Enough.
I'm not lying to you. I'm telling you the truth.
Okay, cool. Pi is convinced that Morden is the reason you're not lying.
All right.
Alright, so you guys settle in, you go to sleep. This night, you guys don't have any drinks. Nothing weird going on.
Aw.
Just a normal sleep, not sleepless, but dreamless night. And Anne is, and not, I'm sorry, Pi is like looking at you guys like a hawk, trying to like,
Oh, for sure.
yeah.
A little creepy. Like, if any of you guys wake up in the middle of the night and take a piss, go to see Pi, like...
And I do exactly that, and I'm like, look, you gonna stand there or you gonna lend a hand?
Pi doesn't respond, because technically he's not supposed to move when he's in this status.
Stand there it is. Alright, creeper.
His eyes,
I mean, if you want to watch.
Bender.
Like his super special robot vision.
Yeah.
I can stand closer if you'd like.
No, he just needs to do that to be able to actually see.
Alright. So y'all wake up the next morning, you pack up. Pi, give me another check for how delicious the food is.
Sure.
Still think it's creepy.
So 15 this time.
Alright, it's better. I'll say that it's not like a flat 15, it's like an improvement from 8. So it's still not quite gourmet level, but it has gotten better. You remember to season it this time.
This is pretty.
What's
This
that?
is pretty dang good. I would eat this again. In fact, I'm gonna take another one right now.
You got about half of your barrel full of jerky left.
Okay, so Xardaar has a feature called Wander. As long as the land provides like berries, small land, water, and stuff like that, I can find enough to feed up to
5
People?
up to 5 other people. So 6 total.
Nice.
Okay.
Each day.
You can spend the morning kind of looking around, find some berries, and you find some. You don't find any magical berries, like a good berry, but you definitely find like a variety of good tasting fruity berries.
You find decent beer.
Yeah, that way, that way you're not just having like just meat for breakfast, not all salt, a little bit of fruit in there.
Some adequate berries.
Yeah.
They're neutral berries.
Alright.
Make a neutral pie.
This tastes.
Okay.
I'll give it about a 10 out of 20.
Out of 20.
If asked to describe it, I would say it is food.
So you
That's how I
know
describe
that if you leave now, you should be able to get to Waterdeep by tomorrow morning. You know, take you about 6 full days to get there, but if you don't want to get there at night when everything's winding down, you'd rather get up there in the morning when things are picking up. So you can start rolling right away. What's your seeing pattern?
Xardaar's driving again.
Sitting in the back again, playing my
I'll
cowbell.
also sit in the back this time.
Playing your cowbell.
Mazar.
This
Alright.
time, cooler Robert is playing fetch with Whitebound.
I'm like, go puppy, go!
Is it your quarterstaff that he's throwing?
Yeah, it's the quarterstaff.
Right.
That's the only thing Whitebound will play fetch with.
Okay, no sticks, just a staff. At least he's like trained. It's like he's attuned to it. Like. All right. So
And throughout the day, Pi is going to learn Anne on board and really try to convert him. We don't need to roleplay it, but that's just his mission because he knows that Anne is a bit of a criminal, and he thinks he can save him. He thinks more.
While playing Three Dragon Ante, while you're learning the card game, he's learning the Bardin.
It's
We're learning about Martin too.
tit for tat.
It's like when you're in like at a youth group and they try to make like a metaphor out of something that teens are into, but it's just not good.
Iron
When
Man.
they turn the chair around and sit down on it.
Iron Man
no.
1 and Spider-Man 3 came out within not too far apart from each other, and that was the year that I was getting confirmation or whatever, and they had us do like an overnight, and they told us to pick which one of those movies we wanted to watch, so we picked Iron Man, and after the movie, the guy's like, see, confirmation is like getting a suit of Iron Man armor from God to protect you from me.
That's so bad.
It was really bad, and I was like, "What were you gonna say for Spider-Man? Web shooters?" Like, I was like, "Go find a holy spider." Is that what happened?
I mean,
to
if
Robert?
I would say if we can make that happen, if we can retcon Raquel to be a holy spider, I'm all for it.
Yeah, now you're looking for spiders instead of birds.
Actually, no, hold on to that. I will use that for another character down the road. Because I do want to make a Swarm Keeper at some point.
Oh yeah, the Unearthed Arcana Ranger. Yeah, that's a cool one. All right, so it's the night you spent your day kind of traveling along, trying to get there as soon as possible, and just as the sun goes down, you see just like the faintest outline of Waterdeep in the distance. You figured that you can travel for a few hours in the morning and get there in time. So it's your nightly routine, same thing. It's something I'm going to roll to see if you guys have a dream. Oops. Alright. It's another dreamless night. You guys are good.
No wet dreams tonight, boys.
Yeah, no wet dreams. Also, have you guys been
Well, damn it.
have you guys been dealing with the whole psychic connection, your telepathic connection? Have you been working on like trying to keep thoughts out, or trying to dive into someone's thoughts a little harder, or try to silence it? How have you been dealing with it?
I have just been thinking normal, because I do not really care. I got nothing to hide.
Okay.
I think
I say what I think. I'm pretty straightforward.
I've started to like think in Thieves' Cant almost exclusively, just because like I've got a lot in my past and I'm trying to keep that to myself. But usually, like I try to time it with when other the person's doing something, but I try to like dig into their mind a little bit. So like Xardaar, when he's out, doing something that requires him to like, think about something, then I'll try to like just probe him a little bit, see if I can get any information out of him.
Okay. And not like that you're trying to keep anything from Pi, you're just like trying to practice this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
because I feel like it may be a useful tool for a thief to use in the future.
yeah. So it's interesting because Robert, would you say that you think something and then you say it out loud again?
Yeah, I guess so. And before I said that, I thought, I guess so.
Yeah, there you go, just like that. So it's actually like kind of a quiet trip, you know. Every now and then you guys are having like full-on conversations, but usually it's Pi that's kind of starting it, so he can not sit there in silence, I guess.
Because he can't hear it.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could just sleep the whole time.
Good. You could just go in like sleep mode.
And then every now and then, like at least once a day, I'm getting off and I'm running beside the wagon because I ain't doing much and I gotta keep in shape somehow.
Does Pi know? Have you guys told Pi about your connection?
Yeah, we told you like as soon as it happened.
Did you? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that case, Pi is gonna recommend that. Hey, why don't one of you stay behind for a moment and see how far this connection goes? We'll come back for you.
I'll do it.
I actually kind of wanted to do something so like, because Xardaar can sense where White is, and the connection with White Fang extends up to a mile. Like I can just see if telepathic connection.
You can see exactly how long it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So if either I go out on my own or someone goes with White Fang.
up to you guys. How do you want to handle it?
I'll go with I run off with the puppy.
Okay.
I'm like, come on, puppy.
Testing the limits. Okay.
One thing that before you get into that, one thing that I want to do is while he's heading off, I'm sure that Xardaar's trying to like figure out where, or keep track of where White Fang is. Can I sense where White Fang is through that connection?
It's a little stronger for him. His isn't a mental connection. It's a magical connection. It's an item that they have. So I'm gonna say you have to roll a really good nature check to actually
And the way I wrote it, it's not like something that goes to my mind. It's just a sense. We
Yeah.
feel each other.
Ooh, that's weird.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure if like I would only ever be able to notice it when you're like directly thinking about, oh, where is White Fang? And then like all of a sudden I get this feeling of like, oh, there's White Fang. But
Yeah.
it doesn't sound like it works like that.
It's more of like like he said, a link more than like a mental thing. All right.
Like if ever I'm thinking about where White Fang is, where's White Fang, and then it'll just be a compass direction for me.
Yeah. Due east. All right. So
I can do east, I guess. I did north once. That was weird.
Exactly east, because I know where it is.
yeah. So Robert and you guys hang back as the carriage starts going forward, and the carriage does. What are you thinking? What are you thinking to like see when it cuts off?
Are we singing that song again?
Yep, we're doing our song.
It has to be a back and forth thing, so the other side knows when it's off.
Maria.
We're singing Sonny and Cher.
I will be counting to see how long.
I'll take the role of Sonny and you can take the role of Cher.
Don't go breaking my heart.
I'll be Tails, you be Sonic.
I could if I tried.
All right, so you're doing that, and you don't get very far off before it's suddenly quiet in Robert's head. You can still hear Xardaar, but Robert, it's now quiet for the first time in a while, in a few days at least. So right now, the distance for you guys is about 100 feet.
All right, and I holler this time like, Kaka, I can't hear you no more.
I quickly unhook the amulet and rehook it so White Fang knows to come back.
Okay. And you're only 100 feet away.
Oh, puppy, let's roll.
That's shorter than a football field. So, like, we're just going to run back
30 yards.
up in there. Yeah, there you go, 30 yards.
Yeah, it is.
So you clearly go up there, and now you kind of know the distance for what it is.
How have you guys experienced anything negative from these?
Well, I
having
mean,
someone constantly in my head is a pain in the ass, but other than that, no.
and speaking of, I can feel every time somebody else takes a shit. That's weird.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Well, our cycles are almost in sync, so it shouldn't really be an issue in the near future.
That's true. Be like, all right, ready, and poop break, and we all go run off and fight a community. No,
Well, next time I go, I'll make sure I stay about 100 feet from you guys.
I appreciate that.
I
I do got something I want to do when we settle in for the night, though.
So do I.
Well, this is the morning. This is the morning after, right?
Oh, I thought we did this before we settled.
Oh, okay. This is before. Okay, you're right. So, what did you want to do?
I said I need somebody with a crossbow who cannot see in the dark. So I'm sorry, Ann, you're out.
I have a longbow.
That'll work. All right. How far can you see?
As far as is available.
Or better yet, I can just go behind a tree and this will work.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go behind a tree, and I'm gonna put down just 2 little targets, and I'm gonna think which one I want him to hit, and he can't really see them because they're just laying flat on the ground. But I'm thinking exactly where it is, and I want to see if he can hit that target based off me triangulating it for him.
But it's on the other side of a tree. How's he gonna hit it?
No, I'm on the other side of the tree, so he didn't know which one I put down first.
Okay. So I think the way this will work is, so he's aiming and he sees the 2 targets, and then in your head you're like left, and then he
Yeah, basically.
So
like I'm trying to figure out if he can pinpoint like what I'm doing, and I want to get more involved with this later. I got somewhere I'm going with.
I think so. So I think right now he's not like feeling your feelings. It's like saying something out loud, but instead of saying it with your mouth, you're saying it in your head.
Mm-hmm.
It's just which targets.
Yeah. So I think it works exactly like how you want it to work.
Cool. All right. Now we're gonna do this with your eyes closed.
Oh. Okay.
Because I'm thinking where it is very clearly. Like I'm picturing it. To see
So
if
you're not going right or left. You're just like
no, I'm
picking it.
right.
Okay.
I'm looking at it and like I'm showing him where it is. To see if he can like see it through my mind's eye and know where to shoot.
And my future wanderer, I have excellent memory for maps and geography. I can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around me.
Okay. I see where you're going with this. I think that right now, give me a... I guess this would just be a wisdom check. Just give me a d20, add your wisdom modifier.
Which one of us?
Probably both.
No, because you're picturing it with your head. He's trying to decipher it. So I feel like that would be wisdom for Xardaar.
15.
Okay. So you're able to kind of, you've seen the landscape, you kind of piece together where it is, but it's very faint, it's not a clear picture. So you aim at where you think it is, and you don't hit the target exactly, you do miss a little bit, but you got in the general area, and you feel like you just got lucky. You're like, oh, I just saw the answer sheet really quickly. Boom.
All right, this might work. I got somewhere I'm going with this, and I think it's going to be real cool if we can pull this off.
All right.
In like a level or two.
While all that is going on, who had the last fruit?
I think it's just in our like group
I think
bag.
I'm holding on to it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Pi will ask you for it, and he's gonna ask Mord and things to it.
Of the fruit?
All right, just don't put it in the incinerator. All right.
All right, give me a religion check.
Advantage? This will dictate if I participate in the story you're trying to set up with these fruits. So
Okay.
I'm surprised you're even having me roll. The first one's a natural 1.
Oh god.
And the second one is a 5 plus 5. So no, 5 plus 3, 8.
So what are you asking Morden about?
Basically, I want to know how he feels about if I were to eat that and get the effects of it. If he'd be okay with that. If he thinks that's the right path for me.
As you're trying to like communicate with Morden, as you're praying, trying to figure it out, you suddenly burp, and like a little bit of fire comes out.
And can I assist in any way? With him, you know, whether that's just like rolling an extra D4 or something to add to his number.
How are you assisting him?
So, yeah, he's sitting there praying over it, and I see him kind of.
You could pray too.
Yeah, you know, that would be my initial instinct, would be to pray as well, and see if I can assist him in that way.
Okay, I'll let you roll a D20 again, Curtis.
Yay! Thank you.
Let's screw this up.
Yeah.
Now it's a 13.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Could be worse.
So
It hit my homework and stopped rolling.
So as you're holding it and trying to think about it, you don't have a heart, but your chest starts to get a little hot, a little warm, as if like there's a forge going on in there or something. And you remember that these plants did not react well to fire, so you interpret this as a bad sign for you, as if you shouldn't do this.
I'll put it back in the bag and never speak of it again.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do before you leave tonight?
Oh my god, are we dying tomorrow?
Yep.
Damn, this is a short campaign.
I
Yeah.
want to see real quick if the telepathy can, we can extend the range if Robert and Xardaar are in a line, just spread out. Like if the two at the end can communicate directly, or if it has to be passed through.
The daisy chain.
Okay.
I was gonna say call it telephone, but alright, you can take that.
Okay, so you do that. You get about 100 feet apart, which you estimate is the range from the cart. And the other person gets another 100 feet apart from the other one. And it does not work. The two people, so you're in a line, right? 1, 2, 3. These people can have a conversation, and these people can have a conversation, but the two that are furthest apart, they cannot.
Okay.
We can do telephone at least.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you can do that. That works. And I already rolled for you guys. You didn't have a bad dream tonight. And
Did we have a good dream?
I'm sorry, you didn't have any dreams. Yeah, tonight. That's what happened. So you had one really bad dream, and then no dreams. Okay.
Damn it, Annie.
And then you wake up, and now the sun is out. You're able to see Waterdeep a little bit more clearly now. You estimate that you're about 3 or so hours away from it. And you woke up a little bit extra early so that you can get there just in time for things to start opening up. So you can get there right day. Okay?
Hooray.
Alright, so what's your sitting order on the thing?
Sitting in
I'll
the
see up
back.
front again.
So, Xardaar and Robert are in the front?
No, Xardaar and
No, pie.
Oh, Xardaar and Pi. Okay, gotcha. Alright, so...
A Warforged and a Firbolg.
There we
Well,
go.
I'm peeking out. I'm peeking out because I'm like, I ain't never been here before. I've been by it a couple times, but I ain't been here.
I actually want to be on the outside, like hanging off the side and just like.
Oh, okay.
garbage.
Okay.
Like,
I
once
like
you
that.
get within, like, sight of guards and stuff, White Fang's gonna hop in the carriage.
Alright. So
Like, do you have anything to declare? I declare that I feel sexy today.
I thought you were going to say I declared bankruptcy.
I am essential. I still have a job, sir.
Alright, so after a few days of making your way to Waterdeep, you finally see it off in the distance. The sun beats down on you as the road you've been traveling on finally turns to cobblestone as you make your way towards the city. So, Xardaar and Pi, give me a perception check. As you're making your way on this cobblestone path, you see that a tree is knocked down.
16.
14. No, 17.
Okay, so both of you on the opposite side of the tree, you see some movement. And I don't know if you guys are on roll 20, but
Oh, I'm about to be.
Yep.
let's pop that boy open.
I
Let
am
me
now.
get rid of my...
I'm just going to move you guys to kind of closer to where you said you were. There you go.
I'm hanging off the side there.
Yeah.
Where's White Fang?
Yeah. I put myself where I am because I'm peeking out between the two of them. I'm like, hey, what's going on?
I need to be able to control White Fang.
Oh, did I not do that? Shit, my bad. Controlled by... Let's just do that. Okay. Alright, you can control him now. Alright, so...
Who rolled all those dice a minute ago?
I think that was me a while ago. Just
Oh, no. It was Robbie rolling 100 D100s.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, it says Robert C.
Yeah, we both did it.
okay.
I rolled a DF. Don't worry about it.
Oh boy! Whew, someone got lucky. So because you rolled with both of you guys, you passed my DC. I rolled with disadvantage, and I rolled a 20, and then a.
Nice.
As an arrow comes flying by at you, and misses. Roll initiative.
I'm going to initiate.
I roll insight on the arrow.
Well, I'm already paying for my 2 nat 20s in a row.
Oh
I rolled
boy.
a 2 plus 4,
Nat 20.
so that's 6 for me.
I rolled a 2.
Oof.
We are going last.
Rolling nat 20, Curtis?
Yeah, nat 20. Plus
Nice.
0.
And what did you get
I rolled
on?
a 2 plus 0. So.
That's a 2-0. That's good.
And Xardaar, you?
7.
7. Okay.
Why did you rename him Brown Fang?
Wait, that wasn't me.
Hey, does White Fan get a separate initiative, or does he go on Xardaar's initiative?
He's gonna go on Xardar's initiative.
Are we like in a forest or something right now?
So you're on a path, and I mean, there's just some like shrubbery to the sides next to you. A few trees.
You got my initiative right.
Yeah, I got you. All right, first up is gonna be Curtis. Pi, you're up, and you can see.
Where are the bad guys?
You will assume that they're behind the tree.
Which tree
Well,
is
we
the
can
one?
see.
Yeah,
Oh,
I,
they're
Behind the tree.
I see them now. In that case, look at my spell list.
If I had Fireball, I would just set it all on fire. Like, to whom this may concern.
So I imagine I can kind of see through the bushes at these guys. I don't think I can,
69 health.
Giggity.
I don't think I can get a clear shot on the guy who has different armor. So I'm just gonna go for let me switch my cursor. I'm gonna go for this guy here
okay.
on the edge, and I'm not playing around. I'm going to wait a minute. I'm trying to think if Pi would try to be diplomatic right now, but I also
I mean,
really
they did
badass
shoot at us.
now that I've bothered
They did shoot
preparing
at us.
spells. Yeah, they did. Fuck them. In that case, I'm not playing around. I am going to cast at 2nd level Guiding Bolt.
Oh, okay.
Morning, don't fail me now.
But how do you give him HP? How'd you do that?
If you click on them, go to the settings.
3 little bubbles.
Is it the green bar?
If you click on it, yeah.
Oh, I never noticed that.
Yeah, if you change the numbers, you can adjust those values.
Oh shit, I never knew that. That's so cool.
Vinny, what sort of movement penalty would I have to get off the before I do this?
What sort of what?
Movement penalty would I have to get down off of the cart before I do? Is that going to be half my movement?
No, I'll just say it's 5 feet. You're like right next to the ground, so you're off. I'm not concerned about that right now.
In that case, so that would be boom, boom, boom. I'm going to move out to here, I think. I think that'll give me a clear enough shot at him.
Wait, you moved Robert.
I did.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. And I will cast, what did I say? I said Guiding Bolt at 2nd level.
Yep.
Ugh, trash. 11 to hit.
Oh, that misses.
Yeah, I just realized I only had 2 2nd level slots. I should have done that.
Oof.
I also should have changed it to Spiritual Weapon, but whatever.
Anything else you want to do?
I mean,
I'm back. What did I miss?
I will. Oh no, because that's the 2nd. No, that's it.
Okay. All right. Next up is going to be.
Oh, you know what?
What's that?
Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry. That's it.
All right. This guy is going to move up. He's moving this way. He's moving there, and
Did somebody move me? I didn't move.
that's cool. All right, that's the end of his turn. Next up is going to be the cultists. They're all going. Okay. So we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Oh, they're cultists.
30.
Thank you for telling us what's going on.
That's what I named them. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This guy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And this guy here. He's going to walk around the stump. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that is going to be the end of their turn. Next up is Falcon.
Alright, so looking around, what type of weapons do they have?
They are holding scimitars.
Any of them have anything ranged?
You know an arrow flew at you, but you don't see any bows or any arrows right now.
So I will focus on the one that's closest to me. I'm trying to
Which one? This guy
ping
or this guy?
the one in front of me, I guess.
Okay.
That's almost a straight line.
Oh, this one here. Cool. Gotcha.
Yeah, him.
Cool.
Plus 25 hits.
Yeah, that hits.
I do 9 damage.
Okay.
And White Fang.
Wait, can White Fang attack already?
Not if I attack.
Okay, I gotcha.
He's gonna run down there.
Okay, cool. Alright, anything else?
No.
Alright, Robbie, you're up.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm getting into these trees here.
Okay.
Trying to get myself in a position where it's a little bit harder to see me. But I am going to cast Gust of Wind at 2nd level.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast that in a line. It's a 10 foot wide, 60 foot long blast in a direction of my choosing. So I'm gonna cast it this way. Can get it to work. And Polygon. At these guys.
Ooh, okay.
So each of them needs to make a strength saving throw.
Alright, DC what?
Let me double check that. DC 13.
Okay. The one in the front passed, the one in the middle failed, the one on the end failed.
Alright. So the two that failed, they are going to be pushed back 15 feet in the opposite direction. And if they attempt to move towards me, if they attempt to go against the wind, it's treated as difficult terrain.
Oh, okay.
It lasts for 1 minute. And as a bonus action, I can change the direction. And so what I'm going to do is go ahead and change the direct. No, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to use my... Yeah, it is concentration, so I can't cast another spell that requires concentration.
Yeah.
But I am going to go ahead and use my cunning action to hide in these trees here.
Alright. Now when you hide, I know that's an action, but I don't think you have to roll, right?
No, I can if you want to use that as kind of like a way to see if the others can see me in these trees. At the very least, I could probably get like 3/4 cover.
Okay. I'm going to say that since you used the hide action, they saw you go in the trees, and then you disappeared. They do not know where you are in the trees.
Okay, cool.
Alright. Alright, so next up is Dylan.
Alright, let's see. Well, if he's got wind over there, I don't want to go through that, because then I have to make a strength check.
I'm going to redraw just to make it the right
Yeah,
size.
it's cool, I thought. Alright, so I'm gonna... I see one guy's got a different little icon. Does he look different in any way?
He does. All of these guys are wearing red robes, but his is of a different design.
Okay, so he's probably the fancy man. Let's see. So I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast my Hexblade's Curse on him.
Nice.
On him right here?
Yeah, on the fancy man.
Cool.
The one who thinks he's better than me. And let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and cast... I want this to work once, just once. I just want this to work once. So I'm gonna cast Id Insinuation on him, and he needs to make a Wisdom save of 13.
Okay. Oh dang, he rolled 14 plus 1.
Dang. Alright, well that did nothing to him then. And that was one of my spell slots, and I'm holding on to the other for Cure Wounds if I need it. So I'm going to end my turn right there.
Alright, that's the end of round 1. Alright, round 2, Pi, you're up.
Alright, Pie's angry. Pie's not sure if he should use another second level spell slot, but he's going to. He's fine. And Pie, as a bonus action, which I guess he could have actually done this on the last turn, is going to summon a spiritual weapon. And he's going to say, Moradin Smitey! And he's going to reach back with his hammer and lift it up real high and bring it down, and out of the ground beneath him, a fire erupts and a giant glowing red hot blacksmith hammer comes up out of the ground and smacks down into the guy who resisted Robbie's wind.
Okay, here's the hammer.
Bam.
A little smaller than I expected. That's what she said. And let me
That's
roll
unfortunate.
to
I've never had that problem, Curtis.
hit. Let me roll to hit. Oh God, 10.
Man, all my deity does is poops on people. Yours is awesome.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 10.
Do you,
Fucking
add,
trash.
do you add anything to it? No?
That was after adding
Oof.
+5. I'm rolling like garbage. I mean, this stays up for a minute. It's non-concentration, so it's okay. But
Alright. So yeah, it swings down on him, but it enters the area of the wind, and let's say that it doesn't quite hit him.
it's knocked off course.
Yeah, it's knocked off course a
to
little
the
bit.
ground beneath him and leaves a burning sigil of Marden right next to
Ooh, okay.
it. Doesn't do any damage, but it's flavorful.
It's cool. It's cool. Alright, next up is going to be this leader. After seeing you try to do something to him, Robert, he's going to hit you. There's a 17 hit.
It does not.
Okay. So he pulls out. You see that the other guys have a scimitar, but his looks a little different. His is shorter, it's more of a short sword, maybe even closer to a dagger, and it has this glowing purple aura to it, and he tries to come down at you with it, and he misses.
Well, that don't look good.
You got Xardaar and Robert. You both hear "dibs" in your head.
Really quick, after this, I forgot. Mine was only a bonus action. I did.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I can cut back to you.
I forgot too. It's cool. But you want to resolve this first?
No, you go ahead and do you.
Okay.
So I don't think it's going to affect what's going on with me.
I'll go up here. I'm technically outside the wind. And with my action, I will bash my shield, and I'm going to cast Word of Radiance on him. I don't need to roll. He needs to make a Constitution save. It's to be 13.
Oh, dang, he rolled an 11 plus 1, so that's 12. Just barely.
He takes 1 radiant damage.
Okay!
Just blew all the damage away.
Hey, it's better than...
It was a little bit shiny, but only a little bit.
Alright, so let's come back down here. This guy's going to attack you, Robert. And because you are flanked, he's going to roll with advantage.
That whore.
Alright, does an 18 hit.
It does.
Okay. You are going to take 7 slashing damage.
Okie dokie.
Alright, and then this guy right here, Robbie, he passed the saving throw, so is it still difficult terrain for him?
Yeah, as long as I have that wind going, any kind of movement is going to be difficult
Okay.
while
So
he's inside that square.
So he's going to move there and then there to get out. And now he's going to stop and hit Pi.
Douche.
Pi does a... Oh, shoot.
Probably not.
That's not going to hit. It doesn't hit you. I know where your AC is, and that does not hit.
Well, it's actually 1 more than you think it is because of future action.
Okay. Good to know. Either way, an 11 doesn't hit. Okay. So these guys are moving.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
For Robbie, your spell, that continues. Does it affect the people in the wind on the start of their turn or the end of their turn?
Good question. Let me double check that. So, each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed a strength save. So, you may need to retcon that, but the ones that started their turn, they need to re-roll that strength save.
Okay.
DC 13.
Okay, I'll go ahead and reroll for those guys. Alright, that's a 12 plus 1. Wait, strength? Yeah, plus 1. So they made it.
Yep.
And the other guy, 19 plus 1. So these two guys right here, they both made it. This guy, I guess I'll roll for him too. Even if he gets pushed back, he'll still have enough movement to get there. Well, he rolled a 13, so they all succeeded this time. So we're good. Alright, next up is Falcon.
Alright, so White Fang is gonna come up there. And that gives flanking on my guy.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the leader.
Okay.
Nice.
So, you still haven't used your action yet, though.
Correct.
Okay.
This just gives me a bonus 1d6 if I hit him.
Okay, cool.
A 10 does not hit.
10 does not hit. Alright, anything else you can do?
I'm gonna move there.
Okay. Alright, next,
My turn.
Robbie.
All right. So, I'm still hidden. So, do I get advantage on this guy if I go to attack him, jumping out of the trees?
Yeah, I mean, technically he's flat, and you're hidden, so yes, I will give you advantage.
All right.
And you get sneak attack if you hit him, because I'm right there.
Yeah, buddy. All right. What is my actions? 6. So does an 18 hit?
It sure does.
Right. And that is 2d4 and a d8. That is 19 piercing damage to that boy.
Ouch! Tell me what happens.
So yeah, you just see and jump out of the tree. You would assume quietly, but he's not. He's just like he jumps down and jabs his dagger into the guy's neck and drops him to the ground. And
Very
then
nice.
immediately after that, he is going to move his gust of wind a little bit over this way to try and get those boys back in it. I
Who's
don't know
moving the
if
hammer?
Oh shit,
Because
I
you
don't know.
reminded me that I forgot to use it on my turn again, and I need to do that.
Just remember, your bonus action is always hammer time.
I know, I'm not used to being able to do two things on my turn. I'm a barbarian.
I'm
Wait.
not used to only having to do one. This is frustrating for me.
Well, no, because you summoned it. We're still in round 2, and you did Guiding Bolt the first round, the second round. So I think you're good.
So my second round, I didn't do Guiding Bolt, I did Word of Radiance, and that did 1 damage, and that's my action, but this thing is a bonus action.
Yeah, didn't you?
Or no, I'm sorry. Wait, yeah, because that was the last one. Because this is the next turn for Robbie, correct?
Yeah, this is my second turn.
And you're the first one to go, so you've gone twice now.
Oh,
Yeah, because you
yeah.
did Guiding Bolt, and then you ended your turn.
My first round, I cast Guiding Bolt as my action, and my bonus action, I got the Spiritual Weapon.
Oh, I think you did that second round.
Did I? Whatever. Fuck it. I'll do it on the next one. I won't forget next time.
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. Alright. Robbie, do these guys need to make another strength saving throw?
Only on the start of their turn.
Start of their turn, got it. Alright, anything else you want to do?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, Dylan, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna come at this guy with my Morning Star, and I bet an 11 does not hit.
It does not.
I am done with your dice, Falcon. I'm having trash rolls all night.
Yeah, you guys are struggling a little bit here.
All right, I mean, I can't really do anything else, so I'm just gonna chill.
Round 3, Curtis.
Okay, well now I'll do it.
Okay.
I realized what happened was we did Robbie's wind. That's why I thought it was another turn.
Oh, yeah.
Robbie broke wind. Okay.
I know it.
I will do another Word of Radiance on this guy. Make another con save of 13 for me.
I fail.
Good. You take 3 fire damage.
Alright.
And a bonus action, I'm going to smack him with the hammer again. 11 to hit. I don't think it does.
11 does not hit. Oh boy.
I have a +5. Like, I'm just rolling shit.
Yeah, same here.
Alright. Alright, let's see. So that's your action and your bonus action, right?
Yes, sir.
Anything else you want to do?
No, not unless he moves.
Alright, next up is going to be the leader. The leader is going to try to hit Robert again, and he is not flanked. So he will just do a regular flat roll. Alright, does a 19 hit?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Where's his shit? Okay. Oh god. It's like, it's worse whenever you roll the highest die on like the small die, you know? So it's going to be 6 slashing damage and then 11 necrotic damage.
What? Oh shit. Okay.
So that's 17 total, I believe.
I really want that. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I'm down to 2 HP.
Holy fuck. Do you have any healing potions?
I have healing spells. I'll just heal on my next turn.
Fuck. We really need to stock up on healing potions next turn.
I do have a healing potion too, but I also have a healing spell.
Alright, and he is going to end his turn, and I'm going to roll the DC for those boys. 13, right, Robbie?
Yep.
Fail. They both fail. They both get how many feet? 15?
15 feet.
5, 10. Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
What the hell
What's
happened?
going on?
What was going on here?
Oh, there we go.
10, 15. I'm going to move them just individually. 15. So, I think he was here, technically. Alright, so he is going to try to get out of the way. And because that is... So that's 10, 20, 25, 30. Curtis is going to try to hit you. That doesn't hit. So 10, 20, 25, 30. He's going to stand right there. He's going to move to this side of you, Curtis, and try to hit you. Okay, that's got to hit. A dirty 20.
Meets it, beats it. Damn.
Okay. Alright, that's going to be 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
And, okay, that's the end of their turn. Falcon, you're up.
Alright.
Cultist 1 is looking good. Cultist 2, they're both looking good. Cultist 3 is just a little burnt up. He looks fine. And the leader also looks fine.
Alright, so I'm gonna attack the leader. I get advantage on him, right?
Well, Robert is in the way. So, if you're going to try to hit him, I'm going to give him partial cover. So I'm going to, unless you want to move where you got a better angle at him.
Yeah, if you move to like right here, yeah, you've got a better shot.
Okay.
Alright, so advantage because he's kind of flanked.
Yeah, he is.
Move right back.
No, he's flanked. You're good. You have advantage.
So he's definitely hit, but let's try again. Okay, so 25 hits.
Yep.
One D8 and 1 plus 2. Do 6 damage.
6. Okay.
6 piercing and.
Let's roll an extra d6 because hunter's mark.
Yep.
Okay, so it's 3 piercing and 3 bludgeoning.
Okay, 3. Okay, 6 total. I gotcha. Okay. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
No, that's my turn.
All right. Next up is going to be Robbie.
All right. So you said
This is super confusing for me because my character.
these two are untouched.
You need to change his name.
Like,
Yeah.
let's just call him Cooler.
All right.
Cooler.
That way, I don't get confused.
Yeah, they're untouched.
So these two are untouched, correct?
Yes.
This one's got like maybe 1 point of damage,
He's
and then this
sure,
one,
yeah.
he's untouched as well.
They hit him.
he's
He took 6 points of damage.
Okay. So, first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and move this because I know that's going to be part of my turn. So I'm going to move it, twist it a little further. There we go. Because I'm definitely going to get them back in it. And just try and get it to where it's not hitting high. My question, though, is how much of my turn would it take to pull out it'd probably take my action, pull out my ball bearings and throw them into the wind?
Yeah, I'd say that's probably your action.
And if I did that with this gust, how much damage do you think I could roll for that? Do you think it would be beneficial, or do you think it's kind of superficial where it doesn't make a difference?
I'd say a d4 with the damage, the smallest die.
Can I tell you not to move the
No.
Because my healing spells are touch, and I need to save Dylan.
Well, on my turn, I'm gonna go ahead and down a healing potion, and I have a healing spell too, depending on what's going.
So I have 1,000 ball bearings. Does that make a difference?
I'll say it's a d4 for every 50 that you throw out at him.
I think this will be something that I play with in the future. I don't think I'm going to do it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like there's some kinks we got to work out, discuss. So I'll wait. But so, do you need me to move that at all, or is it fine where it is? Pi.
Oh.
Pi, are you cool with it being there?
If I don't need to get to Robert, to Cooler, then I'm fine.
Okay. So I am going to.
You could still get to me if you wanted to. You would just take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
No, that was the plan, but now I have to go through the wind, too. Which I might fail at and get pushed back 15 feet. I was already
It's only when you
25.
start your turn, though.
That's
Well,
true.
it's difficult terrain.
Yeah. So his movement.
I'm either going to heal or I'm going to inflict wound. Like,
Go ahead and kill a bitch. I'll heal myself.
alright.
So I want to attack this boy.
Okay.
I'm just gonna swing at him, and I'm gonna attempt to use Booming Blade if I hit him.
And I'll give
he's
you
flanked.
advantage because he's flanked, yes.
Sweet. So that is 19 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. So I do 13 piercing. And he is now shrouded in a, he's sheathed in booming energy. So if he moves, anytime in the next round, then he takes a D8 of thunder.
All right.
Would you say he's thunderclad?
There you go. Ring of Grammarian turns Thunderclap into Thunderclad, which gives you the same effect as Booming Blade.
There you go. Anything else you want to do, Robbie?
That eats up my turn. So other than just kind of like scream at the dude, just like, I'm done.
All right, Dylan, you're up.
Alright, so I'm going to use my bonus action to go ahead and take that potion of superior healing. I'm so glad I bought it.
I forgot about that.
I did not. Alright, that's 8d4 plus 8.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm probably good, but I'm still... No, it's 8d4. No. But I'm going to roll that and roll 20 so we can see how much I get back. 28. Wow, that was some all over the place rolls there.
Nice.
2 great rolls, 3 terrible rolls.
But I am back at full HP.
Good. All right. So you still have your action.
Yep. So I'm gonna take a swing at this bastard with my Morning Star.
All right. You roll with advantage because he is all kinds of flame.
Yep. All right, that's a 17.
Hits.
17 both times. Okay.
All right.
So he is gonna take 1d8 plus 5. It would normally be plus 3, but he's my Hexblade curse, so he gets an extra 2
nice.
damage rolls. Okay, so he's gonna take 7 damage.
All right. He's not looking great.
And I'm like, finally!
All right. Anything else you want to do?
No, I'm good right there.
All right. Round 3, Curtis. Actually, round 4.
All right. Guy's getting angry. He's starting to look like Bjorn a little bit. And he's gonna grab this fucking asshole who keeps not dying. He's gonna grab him by the throat. He's not gonna say a word. He's just gonna grab him by the throat and choke slam him. And he's gonna cast Lick Wounds because I'm tired of this shit. If this doesn't hit, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I really don't know how to finish that sentence, but I'm really disappointed right now.
Well, you've only done 4 damage to it. A 14 meets it, beats it.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Okay. 3d10. 6, 12. Oh. 8.
Add 5% to that.
6
Oh,
one
no,
up.
that's a 9. Okay. That's 21 points of what kind of damage is that? Can't tell.
Is it
I
necrotic?
think it's necrotic damage. Yeah.
All right. Tell me what
21 points of
happens.
necrotic damage to this asshole.
Tell me what happens.
Fuck yeah. I pick him up and I look at him angry, like robot angry guy. And you just see like all the like metal platings and stuff on Pai's arm like shift around just to the strongest grip possible and then slam him down at like the speed that only a machine can accomplish. And just necrotic energy comes coursing from his chest all the way down through his arm into the guy's body, and you just see like this like black chard on his neck, and he's dead as shit. And then bonus action, because I can do that. I'm gonna move the hammer and smack this guy here. Maybe if it hits. Spiritual weapon. That does not hit.
All right. All right. You guys are getting them though. All right, next up is going to be the leader. All right, the leader he's actually going to turn and hit you, Anne. And does a 15 hit?
No, it does not.
Okay. He tries to cut you with the dagger, and the dagger just, you give a little shoulder move, and it just barely misses you. And he's not going to move. He's going to end his turn right there.
Yeah. If he moves, he takes so many attacks of opportunity.
Yeah.
Hey, Dylan, what's your AC?
18.
Alright, so this guy passes, this guy fails. He's going to move 15 feet back. Pi, I will let you take an attack of opportunity on if you would like.
Dope, thank you.
Has to be a melee attack, though.
Yeah, I don't have Warcaster, so. So weird. I don't melee attack anymore. Okay. Watch.
I'm gonna test forecast for later, so I can Eldritch Blast as a reaction.
You'll nat 20.
I missed.
Miss? Okay.
Yep.
Alright, so they're gonna try and move. So he's coming this way. Just enough to get to you, Pi. He's gonna try to hit you. And... oh, fuck. Nat 20.
Shit.
Alright.
Does he have any bonuses to it?
I mean, yeah, he gets a little +1 too.
I mean, he hits, but
Oh, wait, guys, remember, house rule. One of it, when you get a nat 20, one die, the die that you roll, one of them is already maxed out. That way you don't get like a crit and roll 2 1s, you know? So he normally rolls a d6, so 6 plus what I rolled, plus the 1, so you're going to take 8 slashing damage, Curtis.
That was a terrible roll.
Critsmas.
Alright,
I mean, I'm hurt. I'm hurting. I'll have to heal myself in a minute.
Alright.
Okay, that reminds me. The reason why Scald went from 20 laser pistol rounds to 8 is because after he critted with the first one, he saw how successful it was.
Yeah!
So he wondered if he would be able to shoot laser pistol out his mouth. So he just ate a handful, which turned out to be 11 rounds of
He
energy
ate.
cells.
Because that's what Skull did.
He pulled a Bjorn.
Alright, that guy's gonna hit you, Curtis, and your flanks, he's gonna roll with advantage. Does a 19 hit?
Nope.
Okay, even with advantage, he did you. And I think that's everyone.
Blessing of the Forge, bro. I can add +1 to a weapon or armor for a whole day.
Nice.
Nice.
Alright, Falcon. Yeah, until you die. Falcon, you're up.
Alright, so I'll attack Leaderman again.
He's not looking great. You roll with advantage.
Yeah. Did nothing. I missed.
What'd you roll? What's your highest?
10.
Okay, yeah, that missed. Bonus action thing you want to do, or you want to move? If not, Robbie's up next.
No, I'm good.
Cool. Alright, and
Do we have any juicy boys around us?
yeah, he's looking
The leader's kind of juicy.
although these two guys up here are untouched.
So, yeah, I want to go help, but I don't want to waste my disengage or my bonus action because that is definitely useful. I think you guys got the leader. I'm going to use my bonus action to cunning action disengage.
Okay.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This boy is flanked.
Yep.
Let's see. Does a 24 hit?
Yep.
Okay,
He's also
cool.
technically engaged in combat with me, so he would get sneak attack.
Yes.
So he rolled with advantage either way.
Yes, I get sneak advantage. I get something. I get 12 piercing damage on that boy, and that'll end my turn.
Alright, he is looking juicy.
How many rounds has it been?
This is the fourth round. This is the
I
fourth.
think this is 4.
Okay.
Yes.
So that wall of wind is going to be there for another... Oh, wait, it follows me, I think. Let me double check. Because I can change the direction, but I don't know if I, like, manually move it or something.
Alright,
Well, it would be a bonus action, so I don't think you could on this round.
Oh, it moves with me. So I need to move it.
alright.
Yeah, it's always coming out of me in the same direction.
That's what she said. Alright, while you do that, Robbie, Dylan, you are up.
Yay!
And I
Alright.
guess technically you still have an advantage because White Fang is right there.
Yep, he counts. So I'm gonna take a swing at this boy with Morning Star again. And a 19 will hit. Dirty
Yep.
19. If it was a nat 19, I would crit because he's still my Hexblade curse.
Oh, nice.
So 1d8 plus 5. Ooh, max damage. So he's gonna take 13.
Alright, tell me what happens.
Alright, so I've been swinging at this boy a whole bunch, and I just finally got a hit on him last round. He's been messing me up, so I'm pissed at him. I'm like, you scurrilous carpetbagger, we do not take kindly to your kind of these parts. And I swing up with my Morning Star, and the spike just goes right up in his mouth.
Nice.
And I just throw him behind me on the follow through.
Nice. Alright.
And then I'm gonna use my movement.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, because I ain't going anywhere, so there's a movie. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, that's good. That way I'm not a million.
I think
Yeah,
I am.
you are. You're gonna have to make a save.
Yeah, but if that guy gets pushed back, I get an attack of opportunity now.
Attack of opportunity against me.
Alright, so this is round 5. Curtis, you are there. Go ahead and give us a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Strength. This isn't Bjorn. Let me go look at what I got. A
I
saving
figured
throw.
you had a decent strength, so I wasn't too worried about it.
12.
Just
Okay.
missed it. Here's
Uh,
what's gonna happen. You're gonna get moved 15 feet up, but this guy, you're gonna contact this guy. He's also gonna move 15 feet up. Roll a
Will he take bludgeoning damage?
roll a D4 for me.
you are a beefy boy, so it would probably hurt a little bit. 2.
2. Okay, so he's gonna take just 2 damage as I make contact with him. Alright, now it's your turn. Wait, yeah, there we go. And it's your turn.
Alright, first thing I'm gonna do is...
Oh, is that other guy gonna take an attack of opportunity on him?
On
Bjorn
Bjorn,
didn't say anything.
I'm gonna say no because he's in the wind. He's not,
That makes sense.
you know? If he was like just on the outside of it, I'd say so, but because he's in there too.
Yeah.
That's fair. Thank you, DM. Take notes, Robbie.
Yeah.
So first thing I'm gonna do is I am going to grab my Amulet of Moradin and like hold it close to my chest and cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Nice.
Please, God.
Please, Martin.
Max die.
Nice.
11 points of healing I get.
Nice.
All right.
Alright, back above 20. Let's go. And bonus action, I am going to Spiritual Weapon the guy next to me.
Alright.
And let's see if that hits. Probably not. 21. That hits.
Yep, that hits.
And spiritual. He's gonna take 9 points of force damage
9?
from the hammer.
Nice.
9.
He's looking kind of juicy.
Good. He's a fucking douche.
Alright. It is now their turn. I'm gonna roll for that guy that you just hit, and he passes, and I'm gonna roll for the other guy, just see what happens to him. Wow, I rolled 2 19s.
Nice.
Pass.
Glad those weren't on attacks.
Yeah, right? So,
Waste
let's
those
see.
rolls when I can.
Right. So they saw that their leader went down. He's actually going to take the disengage action, and they're going to start running. This leader is also going to take the disengage action, and they're going to start running. And they end their turn. Falcon, you're up. You guys can pursue them, or you can let them run off. Up to you.
Oh, I'm going after him.
Okay.
Does this map continue at all, or is that
It doesn't. Since they're
He didn't expect us to go that hard.
Hey,
I mean,
you guys should run into the wind to get a free 15 feet of movement.
On my next turn after I enter the wind, yeah.
Alright, so Whitefang just ran up. Screw it. He's gonna dash up to there.
Okay. We'll say that where they got up to.
Xardaar.
Sounds like we're about to do theater of the mind since it's outside of the.
Right?
Just a little bit.
Gonna run up. Use his bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on the one that's north of him.
Here.
I'm a good deal taller than Cooler, so I'm not really worried about hitting him with my bow.
Yeah, I'm a half elf. I'm like 5'8".
You rest your bow arm on his head.
So your average height.
Yeah, I'm an average height person, which is slightly tall for a half elf.
How tall are you, Vinny?
It's not average.
I'm average height.
It's not average for a human.
It's average. You heard it.
18. Does an 18 hit?
It hits. Wait, who killed me? Was it Dylan? Yeah, it was Dylan.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, there's more pressing matters, so I ran away.
Vinny, how tall are you?
Average.
No, actually, how tall?
This guy
Yeah, the average amount. You know, I'm fine.
Because average height for a dude, a male adult, is 5'6".
Oh,
Is that like worldwide or
in America, because I'm pretty sure America's like 5'9".
It
Yeah,
just
I'm pretty
says
sure it's-
humans.
for humans?
Oh, is this in D&D?
No, this is just Google average height adult male.
In that case, I'm above average. I'm above
Okay, so
5'10". How
I did-
Yeah.
14 piercing damage.
Tell me what happens.
Alright, so I bust through the trees, duck around as a trees, duck around CJ and BJ, say, hold on guys. I get right behind Robert, turn the bow sideways on top of his head, and I pierce it through the nape of the neck.
Nice. As he falls down flat on his face. Also, quick question: who did the killing blow on the hag? Was it Robbie?
Yeah, I think it was me.
Okay. We're just keeping a kill count. Just for fun.
Is this like the
So it wasn't me because she did the killing blow on me.
Yeah.
Because my cleric didn't have any healing spells.
Hey, you got up.
Yeah, eventually.
die?
But did you die? Alright, Robbie, you're up.
Almost.
Alright, there's just one boy left.
Yeah, he's like straight ahead of you.
I'm gonna jump into the wind.
But the wind is on you.
I imagine like
The wind's on you. How does that work?
Don't worry about it.
I imagine you like a flying squirrel. It just lifts you up.
So yeah, jumping in, I am going to attack the boy. Is he already flanked at this point?
Yes, white things over there.
Oh no. My best roll was a 14.
That hits.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's the
Nice.
DC, right?
That's their AC.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Alright.
18.
That's actually pretty high, so
That was juicy too.
oh well not as high. That's 16 piercing damage.
Tell me what happens.
Oh, don't kill him. We gotta question him.
Oh, it's too late. Sorry. Yeah, I just jump into the wind. Going like flying squirrel mode as I just jump on this guy and stab him.
All right. Whoa.
We did it.
I was like, disappeared for a minute. I was like, killed him and then you're gone.
I'm gonna run up to one, and I'm gonna do spare the dying because I want to question.
Okay.
Should probably do it on the leader.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
After we time up.
All right, there.
Yeah, I left
I left his body there.
He's at.
I thought we were just gonna have White Fang sit on him.
Yeah, White Fang is going to dash to the
I
leader
like that.
and put his jaws around his throat.
That works too.
All right. Do you guys want to do anything to the bodies?
Investigation.
I figured Ann and Cooler would be the most looting.
All right. Just
Oh,
everyone
of
give me an investigation check. Yeah, I'll give you guys stuff based on highest to lowest.
Ouch.
Oof.
He actually
That hurts.
he got a 0. He rolled a nat 1.
You can't find your
alright.
butt.
So I rolled an 18 plus 7, so I got a 25.
I
Okay.
got a 16.
Can I just examine the leader's body because I'm going to be focusing on what White Fang's doing the most?
For your nat 1, sure.
Yeah.
I got a.
You're like, grab his butt, White Fang, and White Fang is like at his neck, like, what?
That's animal handling, not investigation.
What would you roll, Curtis?
4.
Oof. Okay. All right. So
So yeah, the half elves did do a good job.
Yeah, we did.
so with a 1 Falcon, you're just too focused on the White Fang and the cultists to really like be able to search for anything, so you don't find anything.
And found your share.
Yeah.
And I know about it.
Pie, with that 4, you're only able to find 3 gold coins and take some out of their pocket.
That's all right. I'm casting spare from dying anyway, but I'll like find them on the leader and I'll like switch them into 1 fact point.
All right. Dylan, you find 10 gold coins,
Yeah.
and you find 20 gold coins, and you also find a note.
Ah, okay.
So before you cast Spare the Dying on the cultist leader, find a note that says, it's just like a parchment piece of paper, and it just says, kill the hammer, the raven, the wolf, and the trickster. And then signed at the bottom of this paper, you guys see this symbol.
Kill Grelon the Kind.
Does it say something on that symbol? Okay, cool. Okay, you see that symbol on the note.
We know.
Right. Zara, they left you out. They're after White Fang. They ain't concerned with you.
Oh, White Fang.
Alright, so you're going to bring this guy to life?
Knowing what I know now, yes, so I can claim him in the name of Moradin. I'll bring him back to life, and then I'll immediately, because he's prone, so I automatically hit and crit, I think.
Hold on, stop. We need to ask who sent this.
Yeah.
So he's
Fine.
right? He's alive?
He's not making death save.
Okay, so he's up. So all of these...
Oh no, he has 0 HP.
Yeah.
He's just strange.
He's 0 HP. He's just not dying.
No, it's okay. He is conscious. Now, you haven't noticed, all these guys are wearing a red robe, kind of like a burgundy-ish color.
They're very red now.
Yeah, he's a little more immaculate now. Because of a hole in his mouth from the mall that that Robert did, he's not able, you don't get the feeling that he's able to talk. Now, as you pull his hood back to get a good look at his face, something looks a little odd to you. Their skin it has a green tint to it, and his eyes are rolled back. You don't see his pupils. It's just completely white in his eyes. And
Does this look like, are they like human or something, and they're just affected by something?
you get that idea. These are
Can I do a medicine check to see if I can figure out what it is?
And I'm going to do Divine Sense.
okay. So go ahead and roll that medicine for me.
22. Where was that 5 minutes ago?
Right.
And divine sensor tells you if it's good or evil. Dylan?
Right. Yeah. Basically, I can tell if it's been consecrated or desecrated. And then if he is like been turned into a fiend or an undead, I would know that too. Like it would tell me what I'm sensing, but not who I'm sensing. Like,
Okay.
I could detect a vampire, but not that his name is Steve.
Yeah. So you definitely sense evil, and you don't get full undead, but you do get some undead vibes from this guy. Not completely, just a little tingle of it.
Okay.
And with that medicine check, honestly, this guy looks dead. Like he's
Well, yeah.
yeah. I'm sorry, he doesn't look recently dead. He looks as though he's been dead for a while, but his body
He's not full dead. He's only partially dead.
yeah.
Undead.
Half
if you
killed
will.
right now?
It's like I want to tell you he's in between alive and dead, but I want to be more specific. But I can't find the right words.
Almost like a limbo.
Yeah, kind of like that. Oh, guys, before I continue, it's almost 10 o'clock. How late do you guys want to play till?
Not too terribly much longer, just because I got work in the morning.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, I was thinking 10 or 11.
Okay, so we'll wrap it up in a little bit, okay? We'll do one last thing after this, and then we'll be good. So,
Okay.
let's see. And that's what you get from him with those checks.
All right. In that case, I say, I claim your soul in the name of Mardin, and I smack him in the face with a hammer.
And he's gone.
I mean, yeah, he couldn't really tell us much.
Yeah.
My bad, guys. I got a little overzealous, and by a little, I mean I quite enjoyed myself. I had a little
It's
bit
all right.
of
How much we needed.
frustration to vent, and I vented it by putting a vent in his face.
No,
Robbie, that's like exactly what I was thinking.
now, just so you guys...
And then I give Pi a high five, like we both killed him. Yeah.
So all of these guys, as you like kind of take a look at them, they honestly look like just regular humans. They don't look beefier or have any special features or anything about them, except for that they have a greenish tint to their skin. The guy who was in the different robe, he had just like a regular beard, like he's been, grown it out for a little bit, brown hair. They all just kind of look a little plain. Actually, no. His beard, he has a chin strap. That's what he has. Okay? So it's not like, he didn't grow. It's like, it's a pattern. He grew this on purpose. Alright, anything else you guys want to do with these bodies?
I say we burn them.
And let's,
It's too bad.
Let's snag the
What's
robe
his
off the leader.
I was going to say we could snag all of them, because I can...
Yeah, let's snag the robes.
Yes.
It's too bad Gavin isn't here because he would whip us up a real good meal.
I mean, they look human. I may only be half human, but that's half cannibalism rounds up to full cannibalism.
What about that story?
I mean, have you had Gavin's cooking though?
Oh, yeah.
That's some good stuff.
So you inspect that
I heard he made-
dagger
I heard he
that
made
guy
good
had, and in the middle of the combat, it had this like purple aura to it, but as you pick it up now, it just looks like a regular dagger.
Ooh,
Oh,
did
well.
my divine sense detect if that had been desecrated or consecrated?
It tells you that it was desecrated, I guess, but you no longer sense any evil or good from it.
Gotcha.
You-
Well, there
you still
was
can't do
evil
it at
on this,
some-
but
yeah.
it's gone now.
Do you guys want me to identify it?
Yeah, do that robot scanning thing.
It's a ritual. So.
It'll only take an hour.
Yeah, we don't have to do it right now, but I'm saying I can do it.
Take it with you, okay.
I can use detect magic real quick to see if it has any magic still.
Whatever you want.
That's up to you.
You have to
Here's
burn a
spell
spell slot? I don't. That's why I was off.
Yeah, he does.
Alright, so you guys get back into your cart, and you start making your way. You're about just a few minutes outside of the city of Waterdeep. So upon approaching the outer gates of Waterdeep, you see a carriage stopped right in front of the city gates. As you get a little bit closer to the carriage, you don't really see anyone in the front of it. As you walk around to the back, you see a tiny little ball of light just kind of floating around. All of a sudden, the ball stops, and
Does the ball drop?
it doesn't. It turns into a fairy, and this doesn't look like most
Navi?
that you guys see in books. He's for a fairy. He's fat, and he looks a little overweight. And he says, "Oh, hey, do you guys want to buy something?"
Oh, God.
What do you got?
Hi, my name is Saul, and this is my little cart here. I go selling things. I call it Thrall Mart.
Oh, Saul, take a look at this
Wait, we
coin
need to talk to
here.
this guy, didn't
I
we?
want you to look at this coin that I got here.
Saul.
Oh,
So yeah, I pull out one of these coins, and I'm like, hold on, I think I've seen your name somewhere before, partner.
Wait,
Yeah, what do I do with this coin here?
that's one of my coins. I need. Oh my God, you found it. Thank you so much. I've been all over for those.
Oh, well, no problem, bud. What can you give me for it?
All right, so here's what happened. You know, whoa, we lost Dylan.
Yeah.
And Falcon, by extension.
Oh, hey, can you guys hear us?
What are you doing?
There you go.
Get it together.
I cast Spiritual Weapon again. I like that. So, you know, I'm from the Feywild, and, you know, I used to be married, but then, you know, marriages get a little messy. My ex-wife decided to take half my stuff. And I'm yeah, I know, all my precious belongings. So I'm just trying to go out and search for it, since she didn't just take it, because she doesn't want my stuff. She put it in this contraption back here. And you look in the back of his car, and it looks like one of those gumball. Not, you know how at like the front of Kroger, it's like the machine you put 50 cents in, and then like a toy comes out in a capsule. A Gashapon machine, I guess. It looks like one of those. So I can't just get my stuff out of here. I need these coins so that I can grab them. And if you guys got them, you know, every now and then something magical pops out too.
Well, I'm gonna do it. Let me go ahead and just stick one in there.
Wait, like, so we get the stuff out of it? Like, whatever, we put a coin in and we get the item?
You can get the cool stuff, the cool magic stuff that comes out. I just want, you know, my socks, my couch, my flat screen TV. I just want all that stuff back.
They're creature comforts. That was
Of course,
like
of course.
creature comfort.
Yes. I can't hear you, Dylan. I think that was an expletive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me refresh. That helped last time.
Was he laggy for you guys?
No?
After we came back.
Okay, you're good.
Okay.
All right.
So, all right. Now I'm gonna say this right now. If that flat screen TV comes out, I put the coin in. I'm just saying. I didn't make the rules, but I am thinking them up and writing them down real quick, and I think that makes it mine.
Well, if you want the flat screen TV, I can just keep the magic item that comes out.
So all the items come with a magic item.
Yes, you can keep the magic stuff. I just want my creature comforts.
So, Vinny, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to examine the coin. I'm going to spend like a good minute memorizing every detail about this coin.
Okay.
I see where that's going.
Hey, robot guy, it's a magic coin, just so you know. I tried doing it. I tried to make my own and stick it in there and have, you know, my own things come out, but she's not making it easy for me. I
So the
wish.
coins are attuned to the machine.
Yes.
Okay, so
Hidden all over.
I put a coin in.
All right, roll a d8 for me.
D8?
I want this Extreme Team Bible.
No, that definitely fits our Martin boys.
Right.
Oh well, it
Really
fits you
good.
too.
All right.
I would go with Martin.
So you get, and if you, some of these are actual items from the game, and some other ones are magic items, like homebrew stuff that I found online and that I made myself. I put it in my collection, so if you search for it, you should be able to find it. You get the Helm of Beast Sense.
Yeah.
Helm of Brown Sense.
It's better than the helm of bestiality. I accidentally had it
Well, depends on who you are.
All right.
Well, I'm not the Firbolg.
So I'll tell you.
All right, I put my coin in too.
I think we all do, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're all doing it.
Roll a d8 for me.
All right, D8. I got a 6.
Alright, hold on. Let me just act this out. So a little thing pops out, and it's very tiny. You're like,
It's a capsule.
yeah. And when he opens it up, it instantly gets bigger as a helm, which is kind of like a helmet-looking thing, pops out, and he says, "Oh, you can have this. Yes, yes, my lucky socks. I've been looking for these. I'm so happy." So the Helm of Beast Sense is a leather helmet with a face mask that looks like a wolf. The wearer of this helm gains the keen scent ability. So perception checks involving smell is made with advantage.
Hey, Vinny,
Yeah.
do you think you could upload a PDF version of this? Because I don't have Word. It's not letting me access it.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. No problem.
Do you have
Doesn't
Google
be right
Docs?
now, but later. Oh, and could I open that in Google Docs?
Yeah. If you just take it and then put it in your drive, then you can just open it with Google Docs.
Okay, I'll do that then.
I'm going to upload the PDF right now so you can see it.
Oh, all right.
All right. So,
Yeah.
who rolled a what? Dylan, what did you?
I rolled a 6. 6.
Okay.
I just rolled a 6, so look at that.
Okay.
Do I get
So,
the same thing or do
there
I
you
get
go.
something different?
You get something different. This is personalized to you guys. All right.
Oh, okay.
So you put the coin in and you twist it, and the little thing pops out, and he goes, "All right, it's my lucky socks. Let's see what I can get now. Come on, flat screen." And he opens it up, and it doesn't get that much bigger. You see a little canister that comes out, and he hands it to you, and he goes, "All right, soap. I think she's trying to tell me something, guys." You get war paint.
War paint.
So what it is, when you apply it to your face, it can be whatever color that you want it to be. For an hour, you get +5 to intimidation checks.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, that's so cool.
All right, who's next?
I mean, I already get +3 to intimidation, so that'll be my intimidation +8.
Yeah, for an hour.
Oh yeah.
Intimidation intimidates.
Yeah.
You want to go, Curtis?
Go ahead, Robbie.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, I think that one's homebrew.
It is,
got
yeah.
an 8.
An 8?
Yep.
And this is in like no particular order, so it's an 8 instead of a 1. It's, you know.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah. All right, so you put the coin in and you twist it, and a little capsule pops out. He opens it up, and all of a sudden, a pair of gloves pop out and land inside his cart. And he goes, "All right, my snow gloves." You know, it doesn't really snow in the Feywild. Well, unless you go to winter, but I'm a spring fairy. But whatever, you never know when you might need them. Robbie, you get something called the Mind Mugger's Mitts.
Mind Mugger's Mitts.
Yeah, I typed it in there. I believe it is that it gives you a bonus to your sleight of hand. And
Ooh.
I think it lets you steal memories.
Oh, that's exciting.
It's horrifying.
Oh, Robbie, it says memory lapse, but I'm going to change that up because this is someone already created this and I took it. Instead of having charges, that is the DC that you would have to beat to, or for, you know, and you steal someone's memory.
Okay, let's
When you say
see.
steal, does that mean that he, you know, gets to see it, or that he takes it away from them? Remember.
I think he gets to.
It says they forget, and it says for that memory lapse, they forget everything from the last round if he tries to do it in combat.
Yeah, but that's what I'm going to change because I didn't like that. So
Okay.
collapse is like out. It's something else. There you go. All right, Curtis. What do you roll?
I got a crit fail. I got a 1.
You got a 1? Okay. Oh shit! I think this is actually something cool. Okay, it's all pretty cool. All right, you put a coin in there and you twist it, and capsule comes out. This one looks a little bit bigger than the other one, and he's a fairy. He's trying to lift it up. It's a little tougher, heavier for him to carry. He goes, do you mind
You
giving
need a hand there.
some big guys? Yeah, please.
Hi.
You pop open the top, and then you hear ding ding as two metal things fall down to the ground.
That's all I need. Hunks of metal? That's perfect.
It's called Spiked Souls.
Can I walk on walls now?
Yes.
Wait, for real?
A set of large metallic foot pads, each containing
Oh man,
a series
This is
of retractable spikes. Only a Warforged can attune to this, blah blah blah. You attach this to your feet. Feature inside it has a climbing speed of, it says S5, it's really 15 feet. Unless you already have a... As a reaction, when you're subjected to forced movement, like the wing that he did, you can choose not to move. So if you're like the way of Robbie's wing, you can just say, no, I'm not going to move.
but if you do that on your next turn, you only have half speed.
Yes. There you go.
That's still pretty cool. Because
And,
Pretty awesome.
I will be using Gust of Wind in most of our fights.
It'll be really cool to know that he can just stand in it and be fine.
Yeah.
Well, I have to use my action to stand in it, so I might just let it happen. We'll see.
Yeah. So
Oh no, it's reaction.
I put
Oh,
in...
reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is it?
Oh, I thought you said action. Okay, reaction is nice. Yeah.
There you go. So I also have the item shop in there. A lot of magical stuff. It was kind of expensive, so you guys have at least 500 gold. You can kind of look through this list right now and tell me what you want. Or we can call it a day right now, and you guys can look through it whenever you want and just tell me what it is. Not all. Some of this is homebrew, so you can't. Well, most of this is. You'll be able to find it on D&D Beyond, so you might have to create like a custom item thing.
Oh, that's so creepy.
Are we supposed to have 500 gold? Because I don't have 500 gold.
Oh yeah, because I said you got a bag of like 1,000 from the hag, but I changed it to 2,000. So you have at least 500 plus whatever you individually found today. Oh, Robbie, because you had the highest. Did I tell you that you found gold as well?
Yeah, you said I got 20 gold.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
The plastic sheriff badge is awesome.
And I also have like
spare
health
jar of
potions
bees.
too. Oh guys, grab bag, the one with all the question marks. So I have a deck of magical items. If you get to that amount of money, here's what I'll do. If you go for the grab bag, I will randomly pick a card out from there, and whatever magic item I draw, you have that.
The blazer use.
I mean, it might be a Vorpal sword, it might be like +1 armor, it might be Ocean of Slipperiness.
Nice.
Yeah, but I might just...
Who's gonna buy the who's gonna buy the Extreme Team Bible?
So anything popping out?
No. The unlimited pasta pass sounds awesome.
Yeah, unlimited free pasta.
Walkie-talkies. Look, plastic sheriff badge. If I combine that with my war paint and pretend I'm law enforcement, I will get +8 to intimidation on top of my natural +3. That means even if I roll a 1, I still get a 12 for intimidation.
Yeah. You'd be a scary looking dude.
What'd you roll for intimidation? A 32, bitch. That's great.
So he does this magic, he snaps his fingers and all these items appear, and he's like, I mean, I have some crazy stuff because I travel around, so I find some of this crazy things, and it's not the kind of normal thing you find at one of the, stores in there. Did you guys see the flaming, poisoning, raging sword of doom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robbie knows what this is from. I don't think you guys do.
Yeah.
I've only been looking at stuff I can afford.
Yeah, same here.
Are Olive Gardens common in this world?
Are all what?
Olive Garden.
Because I just
Fancy
found out
Olive Garden.
Pasta Pass.
We've never heard of an Olive Garden before. If we ever find one, then we have unlimited pasta.
Well, just the person who buys it.
Vinny, I know
yeah.
what I want, and I'm going all flavor.
What do you want?
So I want the low sodium salt shaker. Or
Okay.
No sodium salt shaker.
Yep.
It makes all the food I cook taste good.
Okay, I like it.
And also the Extreme Teen Bible, as it's a +1 holy symbol. And it features a rad skateboarder, and it allows me to more easily spread the good word of my deity to teens.
Do you have enough though?
That will leave me with 48 gold. Because I have 598 right now, and that's 5.
Oh, okay. Cool. Alright, you get that stuff.
Alright, I'm gonna buy the
By the way-
potion of greater healing.
That's the only Extreme Team Bible he has. So no more of those. And what was the second thing you bought? The no sodium? Yeah, he's got a few more of those. But you got the only +1 thing.
The only teen Bible.
Yeah. And what did you get? Dylan?
I'm buying a potion of greater healing
Alright.
because that's something I would use. And I'm thinking about the jar of bees. What do you guys think?
I mean, it's pretty expensive for a jar of bees.
It is.
You never know what
I do
happens
like-
with it, though.
I do
It's
like
like-
that haunted doll.
There's only one.
Kind of scary, actually.
The haunted doll.
Yeah, there's only one.
I mean, the cleric knows better than dying. I feel like this is overkill.
Yeah, but he's Cleric, guys.
Throw the haunted doll at him and hope he doesn't need it. But we're
You
good.
can't
Is
just
the
throw it to
cleric
me.
the
You have to, bequeath it to me. You have to actually give it to me forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. it has
Fine,
to be
I'll write your
the-
name on it. Damn.
You have to attune to it somehow, at least spend one night with it.
You have to cuddle.
Why'd you have to phrase it like that?
All right. Is this it? Am I good to go?
I say I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm good.
I'll keep this up here if you guys want to keep taking a look at it, tomorrow.
I'm gonna look through it, but I actually do need to get going.
I feel like we'll re-encounter this guy.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, you'll find them again.
I say I'll probably get that
Usually give it
can of
expired.
cheer wine at some point. I don't even like cheer wine. I just buy it.
Are you buying it, Dylan?
No, not now.
Okay.
How much is it?
Cheer wine?
For a rusted ass can of cheer wine.
How much is it?
$2.50.
260. 250.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'll buy it.
Okay, let me drink it.
All right, I'm just gonna pocket it for now.
Okay.
I don't even like cheer wine. I just want it.
And that's the only one, so it's out.
Yeah, you bitch.
Alright, I'll see you, man.
All right, guys. I'll see you later.
Alright,
Alright.
adios. Robbie, you got a minute?
Yeah.
Do you want... So you said you're going to be busy for a few weeks. You want me to keep going with this for a while?
Yeah. So I've got at least another 3 weeks of hardcore stuff going on with work. I don't know if it's going to slow down after that, but it's looking like it's going to be pretty crazy for at least 3 weeks, possibly 6.
Alright. I mean, dude, I've got a lot of shit planned out, so I'm good to go for whenever. If whenever you're out of this busy period, if you want to switch every other week or an arc and then an arc, you know what I mean? I'm cool with whatever.
Yeah, I definitely prefer doing arc and arc. That way, it doesn't feel jarring when we switch back and forth. And you can kind of keep a coherent storyline going at any given time.
Sure, I got
It's gonna
that.
be weird to jump back into just the whole boys because we're right in the middle of shit. We're in the third act of the monastery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm sorry about, not being able to run that. It's just
all
work
good,
has
man.
been a nightmare. So,
Yeah, I get you, man.
but all right, boys. Well, I will see you
real
guys.
quick before you guys go. In a couple weeks, 2 weeks actually, Jen's hours change. So I'm gonna have the boys pretty much every weeknight. I'm gonna have to do weekends only.
Okay.
Okay.
That's cool with me.
Yeah, we can work it out that way.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
All right, guys.
All right. Later, Gators.
Adios.